Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy Jack at the Irish Hotspur. David will be joining me. Very, very soon. He's just a bit frustrated, I think, with some of the technical difficulties that have happened today, kind of via the internet and whatnot. So he will be joining me very soon, though. And it is, almost near kickoff. Do apologize for the late start, everybody. We are about 2 minutes away. I know we've seen the lineups. Harry Winks is in the lineup as a reminder to everybody, but we will just crack into it. I just want to welcome some people into the building. John Fitzpatrick, good to see you. Come on, you Spurs, baby. Ribsy's in the building. Good to see you, Ribsy. Celery is in the building. Good to see you, Celery. Shamu, what's up, Shamu? How you doing, brother? More Ribsy and Shamu, just kind of going back at it. Maybe a bit of New Zealand, Aussie conversation going on. Manza, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well, Manza. They're all just kind of shamoon. They're having a good time in there. They're all having a couple woohoos, and whatnot. Paul Markey, what's up, Paul? How you doing? Paul Markey is in the building. Old Soul 53, good to see you, Old Soul. Ribsy again, hope you're doing well. Just welcome some more people into the building. Hopefully Dark Sun G will be joining us. Dark Sun G, we do apologize for the late start again. Shamu, I hope you're keeping well. James Watson, good to see you, James. He says 2-0, Winks with a double. I mean, it'd be my birthday if that were to happen. James, but definitely. And just also as well, Toffee20 saying Irish finishing his pint, LOL. No, David, unfortunately, is not maybe much of a pint man, but I know he needs a glass of water at the moment. David's very frustrated. So hopefully he can take that out maybe on the Crystal Palace Eagles. But John Fitzpatrick, again, hope you're keeping well. Dark Sun G, he says, come on, you Spurs, 3-0 win. Lucas or Hill to score, Pierre to score, or Reggie. Easy pass is going to be painful. It is going to be painful, Dark Sun G. I know it is, especially for you. I mean, there's probably no worse treatment probably for someone like you, Dark Sun G. I know there's probably nothing you would rather see. It's probably, complete torture for you, Dark Sun G. So I do apologize. Again, I wouldn't wish this on my enemy, this kind of lineup with Winks in it. Good to have you, David. Just welcoming people into the Harris Army.
Yeah, look, I just want to apologize. I know we're supposed to start at 15:15, guys, but having some mad internet troubles here. Hopefully I have it all sorted out now. I do apologize. But Jack, where were we getting the Harris Army in?
I think let me go back to where we were just speaking to Dark Sun G earlier, Dave. He's saying a 3-0 win still, Dave. Even with easy pass in the lineup, he says it's going to be painful for him. Probably some stomach pains is what Dark Sun G is having, and considering he hasn't eaten too much, I know. So Dark Sun G, hope you're holding well, Dark Sun G. But everybody, the game is about to start. Emerson, I see his beautiful face in the lineup as well, Dave. He honestly looks very sexy in that new kit, especially where it says E Royale, Dave. I mean, that looks quite nice. Looks quite nice on the kit there.
No, it does. Look, I can't wait to see him. He looks fresh. I have to say the Chris White jersey definitely suits him. Can't wait to get this game underway. Look, we should be winning this, Jack. It's that easy. This should be an easy 3 points. But what do you make of Harry Winks in the lineup, Jack?
I spoke about it with Dark Sun G in the chat on Weird Time TV. I first thought with him in the lineup and Skip and Højbjerg, I thought it'd be like a 4-1-2-1-2, David. But I think Dark Sun G, correct me if I'm wrong, Dark Sun G, I think he said it'd be something like a 4-3-1-2, which actually makes a bit of sense, actually, where maybe Dele Alli is dropping it to number 10, box to box, number 10. We have kind of a strongman, 3-man midfield. Of course, Winks is not included in that strongman midfield. But, you kind of think about it very kind of passing oriented, building up play and possession kind of players. Who knows, David? Who knows?
Yeah, no, 100%. Look, at the end of the day, he is in a Spurs jersey. Let's get behind him, but it doesn't fill me with confidence. I'll be honest with you, it just doesn't fill me with confidence. Look, we'll wait and see what formation maybe Nuno is lining up with. It'd be very interesting to see. Look, I do apologise anyone that was tuning in on We Are Tottenham TV as well. Again, look, tech issues on that as well, so I do apologise that. I wouldn't mind. I was actually really enjoying the show. Dave Hamilton says, shout out to Matty Hayes. Hope he's doing okay. Yeah, look, I was checking in on him last night and that, and yeah, he's doing good. Don't worry about that. Big up Shamu as well. Big up Lazy 8. Big up James Redmond. Dark Song G. Hope you're enjoying this, my man. John Fitzpatrick, big yourself up. Hope things are well. Toffee 20. Catman Jess. Celery Agent. Sean Snow. Old Soul. Hope everyone is doing good. Adrian. Tom R. Tottenham Till I Die. THFC for life. We have Bobby Spurs. We have Jerry in the house. Big up, Jerry. Who else have we got here?
By the way, I think just to tune in, I'm not sure where you are, Dave, but just to tune in on my screen, they are kicking off, and now they just kicked off. They did just officially kick off on my screen, by the way, everybody. I'm now 5 seconds
I'm
in.
just a couple of seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, that's no problem. And we also, no problem.
Maybe share the link, Jack. We can watch the same one. Just put
I made a lobby for it, Dave.
Private chat. So I can click on it there, and we should be good to go. Big up, Manza. As well, big yourself up. Hope things are well. Come on, you Spurs. Everyone, get your score predictions in. Look, I'm going to go 3-0 Tottenham win today. Jack, what's your score prediction?
2-0 still. Sticking with it, Dave. Stuck with it the whole time. It's 2-0 for me, Dave.
No, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Look, confidence is flowing through. Jazzy says, let's have 5-point lead. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, no, 100%. Jazzy. I definitely want to get the 5-point lead going before the 3 o'clock kickoffs. And it's a good way to start the weekend as well. Dark Song G with the super chat. How is Harry's hair, David? Yeah, look, give me a minute to just have a look. Look, I was on the phone to my internet provider, giving out to them, telling them how crap their internet are and stuff like that. So I haven't actually had a chance to give the Harry Kane hair prediction. But give me 1 minute, my man. I'm gonna go up to the screen here, get a good close up, and I'll tell you what my thoughts are. Don't worry about that, Dark Song G. Shamu says, woo, Kane hair prediction. Yeah, don't worry about that, my man. It's coming. Dazzy Jazzy is going with a 4-1 win. Tom is going with a 3-0 win. And Catman Jess is going with a 2-0 win. Goals by Kane and Lucas. Ribsy says, laugh my ass off. Royale, interesting first tackle. Yeah, he's just letting Wilfred know he's there. That's all that is. Don't worry about that, Ribsy. He's just letting him know. It's like, look, you're not going to have an easy ride. Even Zaha's laughing at me. He's like, fair play. I like this.
I think Jaffet's tipping his hat for that, David. Even Jaffet Manhandler is probably thinking, I wish I could have, put that in there.
Oh, Jaffet's on a hard-on after seeing that. Jack, he's probably frotting at the mouth now. He feels like he has to go out and outdo him. This is the problem with this Tottenham team. I love it. Jam says, come on, you Spurs. Big up. Dermot's in the building, says 4-1 win. Absolutely love it. And I will. I'm going to do that now, my man. I'm going to do that now. We don't want any spam, guys. No spam at all, please, if at all possible. Emerson again, getting in the thick of it. They're testing Emerson early here, Jack, on his debut.
No, they certainly are. I mean, they did put Zaha to begin with on his side, which could make sense, right? He doesn't have as much experience, probably a bit of nerves, you might say as well. All makes a bit of sense, but I would say, Emerson, again, he's defensively strong, defensively focused at Real Betis. That was his best attributes for his defensive game. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he does, especially against Zaha, David. Real test.
No, it is. It's a very good test from Jack, I have to say. It's a very good test.
Oh, lovely skill from Lucas. Oh, absolutely lovely. This is lovely. Dave, this is what I mean. Lucas, sometimes he just doesn't even realize they're there. He just seems to just go wherever he wants.
No, look, this is what it's about, Jack. This is what it's about, my man. No, look, I want a big game from Lucas today, Jack. I'll be honest. I'd say he would be even disappointed for being dropped for the Watford game, Yeah, absolutely. That's great skill by Lucas on Conor Gallagher. Just left him standing there.
No, absolutely did. Absolutely left him standing there.
Come on, Harry, let's go. Let's get into it. Oh, I'm just going to send out this on Twitter, actually. I forgot to put it out on Twitter. Just going to send out the Watchalong on Twitter. Tottenham off to a decent start, though, Jack. We're looking lively.
No, we are, Dave. No, we certainly are. Even it just seems like we're pressing. Even Harry Kane is pressing a little bit. You see him kind of making it very difficult for them. I'm honestly actually quite looking forward to this. I do quite even interested in this formation, Dave. It does seem like a bit of a 4-1-2-1-2 or kind of like a 4-3-1-2, like Dark Sun G was saying. Not as much of that 4-3-3. But again, Lucas, if he continues down this path that he's going, he's just taking every man he can, Dave.
No, look, 100%. He's definitely pumped for this. Make no doubts about that. He is definitely pumped for this. We have a super chat here from Emily Dunn says, come on, you Spurs, delighted to see you two do a watch along. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Look, it's about time. It's about time. Look, the thing is, Matty, the only reason why we're doing it is, look, a few people have been asking for it, just why Matty's taking a bit of a break. So we said, why not? Look, let's give the fans what they're asking for. But big up, Emily. I just want to say to everybody, make sure, you smash that like button, guys. Make sure you do smash that subscribe button if you're new. And look, why not help support me and Jack with a super chat? Every super chat you get in, Tottenham will get a goal for it today. So look, absolutely love the support, guys. Look, we said, look, we're not really going to be putting much of a professional spin on this. This is just for me and Jack to enjoy it with you guys, the Harris Army out there. And if there is anyone new, do get over and check out the Flat Cap Euro Talk as well.
Just as a reminder to everybody, David might still be a few seconds ahead, but I'm at 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Just so everybody knows, 5 minutes and 45 seconds now. Just so everybody knows, so they can maybe, if they want to tune in to David or I, keep in sync with us if you can. That's where I am now at 5 minutes and 56 seconds, 5 minutes, 57 seconds. Emerson with another block down in the corner over, I think it was on James MacArthur there. Emerson just seems to be absolutely up for this, Dave. He's doing pull-up and a bit of shithousery. It looks like, kind of already, yelling at the ref, that's not there. So honestly, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Again, David, he looks very, very, very nice in that kit. Handsome guy.
No, he definitely does. He definitely does. The ball straight into the box there, straight into Hugo Lloris's hand safely. Absolutely love it. Jack, a lot of talk about trying to get Hugo Lloris tied down to a new contract.
Oh, Hugo, what is that pass? That was terrifying. Hugo. Here we go, lads. Ooh, that's a bit sloppy. Down? That's a bit sloppy. Moon boots.
Skip down. Oh, moon boots. Moon boots.
No, but I mean, that was a hospital pass by Lloris. I don't know what he was doing. It's like he didn't see. Look at this, Dave.
That's a bad ball out by Lloris. He's taking the risks there, especially with moon boots. But fair play to moon boots. Under pressure, Jack.
Just cleared it.
Pass out.
No, he just got the pass out. I mean, he just cleared it, Dave. And actually, yeah, what a ball. What a ball as well. Yeah, way to go, moon boots. No, honestly, Lloris better be buying him a full dinner after that, Dave. Honestly, I would be absolutely livid. I would be livid if he tried to do that. And it's like he threw him 10 yards in front of him, Dave. It's like he must have thought he was throwing it to Doku or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there, to be honest. I don't know what he was doing there. Danny Kiriakou says, Winksy, I know. Dazzy Jazzy says, I think you two should release a single. Yeah, you never know. You never know what we're capable of. That's for sure. Shamu says, new pacemaker for today, David. Winks alert. Yeah, I know. It should come with advisory warnings, like the albums with the swear words and stuff. So it should come with when Winks is playing. But no, look, hopefully he has a good game. Sean Snow says, anyway, to watch on cable, Jack.
On cable, I believe it's on NBC Sports in the US. I'm pretty sure, most people in the UK know how to find it themselves in the UK, but in the USA, I believe it's on NBC Sports. It's not on Peacock. It's on NBC Sports for this one.
Oh, lucky Tottenham trying to dispossess Crystal Palace in their own half there. Yeah. Well, good attempt, I have to say, by Kane and Dele Alli there to make a nuisance of themselves. Catman Jess says, I'm at 620, so you're ahead. Big up, Catman. Ribsy 85 says, oh shit, I'm a touch ahead, so I'll go easy on the spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers.
No, don't worry. Don't you worry, Ribsy. Don't you worry. Harris Army's always ahead. Harris Army's always ahead of the game. They're always ahead of the curve, Dave.
No, definitely are. Tottenham Tanchen says, I am worried about Winks, but we should win easy. Yeah, look, I'm worried as well, but look, we should get the 3 points, that's for sure. It should be an easy 3 points today, let's be honest with you. Look, Jack has the jerk sauce. Oh, Tottenham with a chance. Oh, good defending by Palace there, I have to say. Conor Gallagher getting stuck in again. He's gone for the Jack Grealish haircut today. Let's hope he doesn't play like Jack Grealish, that's for sure. Palace with a good ball down the wing here. Oh, who's that, Moon Boots? Skippy absolutely clatters him. He's getting jealous of Emerson. He's like, I have to get one off. So look, Conor Gallagher's the man. Let's do it. There you are.
Conor Gallagher looks a little shaken, Dave. He looks a little shaken from that tackle, actually. You know, he's not even seeing straight.
No, he's not. It's absolutely madness, lad. Absolutely love it, though, from Ollie Skip, to be honest with you. I don't really like giving Palace away these free kicks, especially with
this is where our warnings were, Dave. This is where you said it a million times, Dave. You said the only way you really see them scoring is really going to be from set pieces like this. And believe me, they're not a lot of better teams than them for set pieces like
short.
This.
Gone short with a ping into ball. That's poor. That's poor from a set piece. Let's go, Spurs. Lucas on the ball here. Well. Tottenham throwing Joaquin Anderson getting his big man in there. Big up, Dermot. Really appreciate the support, my man. Absolute legend. Shamu says, great save, Hugo, 100%. Big up, David.
Moon Boots is not doing too well. Moon Boots is not doing too well. Looks like Joe Rodon is coming on.
Oh, no, he's down.
That's actually, geez, Hugo.
Why do we create our own problems, Jack? Like, we create our own problems with the international team. Lloris created this problem here. Why are we creating our own problems when we don't need to be?
No, you're right, Dave. You certainly are right as well. Now we might be risking Joe Rodon a bit, but let's keep our heads high here. Let's keep our heads high. But it seems like we started off with, I don't even know if we start off with nerds, Dave. It's like we're just maybe a bit antsy, but we've played quite well, I would say, so far, just in the beginning. But yeah, it's.
No, we're playing well, Jack, but I don't know.
Shooting yourself in the foot kind of moments, yeah.
It is shooting yourself in the foot as well, but I'd be looking at a card for Jordan Ayew for that. Just looking at it there again. You need left the foot in.
Interesting. I didn't see it.
Dyer. Sad to see him go. So, look, now we have Tanganga and Rodon. Look, Jack, it's what a lot of fans were calling for last year with all the mistakes. So, look, let's see what the two guys can do. But big up Ribsy as well. Absolute legend. Who else have we got?
Jeez, can this trainer help him off the pitch? I mean, you're allowed to touch him.
Dark Song G says with the super chat, says, come on, Rodon, please do well. I hope so. Look, Rodon, he was competent last year. I'm confident in him today. I really am. Toffee says, come on, Rodon. Absolutely love it. Mock Heen says, who is winning? It's 0-0. I'm going to sort out a little banner for the bottom there now. Don't worry about that. Jerry says, needed moon boots with steel toes. Yeah, 100%. Gem Dog says, Winks and no gill. For FFS, is Nuno stupid? No, look, in Nuno we trust. Jerry says it's already.
Nuno's about to break, and he's already broken a ridiculous record. If he gets another clean sheet and another win here, he'll be he'll be, I think, the only manager to do what he's done, but he would be then one of like 4 managers in history to start off a campaign with 4 clean sheets and 4 wins. So, a little bit, like as Jose would say, a little respect on Nuno's name.
Yeah. Paul Wiley says, hospital ball from Hugo. Yeah, it was a hospital. Honestly, there better be a nice bottle of wine, on the dinner table for Dyer tonight from Hugo. That's if Hugo doesn't drink.
Ref. Okay, sir. At a certain point, ref. At a certain point, like David was saying, with the Jordan Ayew tackle there, it just seemed a little suspicious. Now, James McArthur's throwing these in. Referee's going to have to get a hold of this game here. It's starting to turn into a prison ball game, Dave.
No, look, that's what these London derbies do, Jacko. The challenges do be flying in left, right, and centre. But, look, hopefully, Skip got one now. They've had one, so let's see if we can get the game to settle down. But, look, I agree with you. It is turning into prison rules. Oh, Lucas. Oh, he's playing like he's on the Astro. Unlucky, Lucas. Good attempt there. Cheeky Lucas. But yeah, look, it's not looking good. Dyer adding to the injury, injury list, Jack. It's it's getting worrying now at this point with all the injuries. It's not good. Oh, that's a joke. Another one left on a player in the middle. I want to go up and score from this now. Ref is giving us advantage. Regulon, that's gone out for a throw in. Down deep in the Palace half, out off Joe Ward.
I hope the referee brought his cuffs today, David. Like I said, I hope the referee brought his handcuffs because this is starting to get out of hand here.
No, it is. Look, it's a good job they do have police at the game because they're going to have to start calling them on in a minute, Jack.
Absolutely, Dave. Honestly, as well, eventually, our players are going to have to start standing up for themselves, and we know what happens. That means a couple bone breakers, maybe from Højbjerg and Skip. It's not what the Crystal Palace want, Dave. It's not what they want. If they want to play this kind of game, David, they're not ready for it because we have too many players that are probably too willing to play this kind of game. We thought we were going to be playing, classy football. Apparently that's not what Crystal Palace, are here to play. So the boys are just going to have to get used to it.
No, Jack, I think they turned up for the wrong match today. I don't know if the referee still checks the studs or not of the players, but I'm pretty sure they must have rugby boots on, Jack, because what's going on here at the minute is just assault. Honestly, if you'd done that after a few drinks on a Saturday night, Jack, you'd be up in court the next morning. It's ridiculous. What a joke.
Looked like a handball there too, even from the box from Crystal Palace player. It seems like the referee might, David. It's just, I don't know. John Moss, you said?
Yeah, John Moss. Yeah, look, blame him after the game. Jordan Ayew crying after the challenge. Well done, Joe. I'm sick of that little Jordan Ayew crying. He's after injuring Moon Boots. Moon Boots is becoming a bit of a cult hero lately, and he goes and injures him.
I will say Jordan Ayew's face there, actually, his face of, expression reminded me of, the Matt Doherty, Mr. Hollywood, actually there, Dave, actually, similar face.
Yeah, I don't need them memories right now, Jack. I don't need them right now. Not when Palace are turning up for a rugby game when we're trying to play football, Really is top of the league versus bottom of the league clash here, Typical bottom of the league teams. All they want to do is kick lumps out, It's all they want to do. Look, why don't we just use our class, go put 3 by them, and then kick the shit out of them after?
Yeah, I mean, as well, David, it's just all we represent so far as class. Even the way that Nuno is dressed today, he's just outdressed Patrick, of course. He's also outbearded Patrick, as per usual. Even he's a better bald man than Patrick, I would say. Looks better with a bald head as well. Just Nuno, the boys, everybody, we're just showing class while Crystal Palace are just showing up for a rugby game, like you said, Dave.
Yeah, they can't help themselves, though, Jack. They just can't help themselves. It's the 4 London derby. I don't blame them. They're probably just sick and tired of the London teams at this stage. But that's what I'm talking about. Well, referee, honestly, I'm getting sick of this. Does he think this is that game of Aussie rules or something? Is he serious? You can just pull out jerseys and swing them around the place. It's not Gaelic football. It's soccer.
I mean, David, they must really like our jerseys. That's the thing. I mean, they're getting pieces of them. They're getting, they're getting fragments of all our kits.
Yeah. Look,
no need to swap kits at the end of the game, David. They've already taken too many pieces off our own kits.
I'll be honest, look, the likes of Gallagher and, Zah probably coming up Fangor and the likes of Kane, Tanganga, Skip, Hoiberg, can I get your jersey after the game? They probably just growl at them. You know what I mean? It's like, look, we're not swapping jerseys with you. So now they're like, well, do you know what we have to do, lads? Pull them off them. You want their jersey, you just pull it off them. And it seems to be what's happening right now. It's ridiculous. Dark Sun G21 says, looks like we will see Dyer in January. It looks bad. Yeah, he didn't look good going down the tunnel, I'll be honest with you. He looked in a lot of pain. It's a shame for him, really. He's been playing well. And, every time the guy seems to get a run of games, find himself back in the team, Jack, he gets injured.
Again, the referee, though, there was another tackle on Skip right there. I don't know. David, are they like playing 2 seconds behind us, the Crystal Palace players? Maybe they're like me, a few seconds behind you. Just all the challenges are late. It's a bit disgusting at the moment, I will say, especially, again, that challenge on Ayew, David. That challenge on Ayew was absolutely horrific.
And now another one on Lucas. Honestly, I'm getting sick of this. Referee, that's 1 bite. There's the second bite. Are you really going to allow this to keep happening?
He's kicking him while he's down, David. He's kicking him while he's down. This is trampling it. Again, referee's going to need more than a pair of cuffs, David. He's going to actually maybe even need a full, detention squad, to bring out onto the pitch. Might as well, David, bring out the Brazilian health officials just to stop this game.
Yeah, honestly, Jack, it wouldn't surprise me if they pan over the tunnel and you see the riot squad coming down, honestly, because they're going to have to start protecting our players here. They really are. They're going to have to put the whole riot squad in front of the Palace squad just to protect our players with the shields. It's absolutely shocking scenes here. Let's go.
Oh, Lucas, come on. He's putting up we're picking up nice spaces, though, in that center of the park, David, I will say.
No, we are. Look, we are winning the midfield battle. That's a plus. Just need to start trying to get Kane into it now, really. Wolf Fowler says, I made it. Big up, Wolfie. Hope things are well.
Glad you're joining us, Wolf. Glad you're joining us.
What are we doing at the minute isn't working. What we're doing at the minute isn't working. It will work, Shamu, trust me. We just have to, get past this initial stages of kissy catch that Palace are playing with us. Just get past them initial stages and then, we'll start balling. Don't worry about that.
Again, ref, that was Jordan Ayew again, ref. Like, John, Mr. Moss, at a certain point, I can't call him sir anymore, Dave. I just can't. Referee is actually being kind at this state. Calling him a referee is being kind.
Nah, it's getting beyond the joke right now. Honestly, it's getting hard to watch. I feel like I'm watching MMA. That's supposed to be on tonight, not at 12:30 on a Saturday morning. You know what I mean? These players are going to have to go home now. The missus is going to have to turn on the ice machine, the ice bath. You know what I mean? They're going to come out bruised. Like, you know, these guys have families to go home to, Palace. You know, come on. Palace on the attacking move here. Good switch of play there. Ayew had to track back to receive it. Ayew is now running at Reguilon. Oh, good block. That's what I'm talking about.
He's running at Winks there, Dave. That was good Winks.
Oh, Winks. See, this is where I should be wearing my glasses, Jack.
Winks, though, is seemingly kind of covering for Reguilon on that left-hand side, you know, a lot, which is interesting. Good clearance there by Emerson.
Dele Alli furious with the ref here. Furious. I mean, he didn't touch him. I mean, he pulled out of the challenge. What more do you want him to do?
This is what he's giving, Dave. Now this is what he's actually giving now. This is what the referee's giving now. After all that he's let the boys get away with, this is what he's giving now.
Jack, I thought the Olympics was over about a month ago. Honestly. You know, we're not giving out 10s for diving anymore. You should be giving out cards.
I mean, David, he's already taken out one of our own players, Jordan Ayew. This Jordan Ayew, David, I'm going to have to come on. Nuno can just sub me on and I'll just 2-foot him myself, Dave.
Jack, we're going to have to play FIFA later, or you're going to have to be Palace. You're just going to have to let me 2-foot him and injure him. I won't be happy till I do. I'll be honest.
I might have to do that, Dave. Honestly, Jordan Ayew is starting to become one of my least favorite players, David, after this. This is actually hard to watch, what he's doing to our players. It's becoming assault. It is becoming assault. Honestly,
I feel like I'm watching SummerSlam. It's ridiculous. Conor Gallagher, exactly. That's where that one belongs, because it was a dive right into the stands. That's what we want. You know, some Palace fan getting a souvenir. Keep that up. Let's more of this by Palace. Shot straight into the top tier. Absolutely love it. You know, that's what they get for being fraud so far. Joe says, come on, you Spurs. We need this. Big up, David and Jack. Big up, Joe. Absolutely love it. Appreciate the support, my man. Anyone else out there, you know, make sure you are smashing that like button, guys. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel if you're new. And look, why not help support us with a super chat or two? If you like the rhymes, like Dazzy Jazzy says, I might end up having to come out with an album. But big up, Joe. Really appreciate the support, my man. Oh, come on, Tottenham. Let's get on the ball now. I'm getting a bit worried here.
Come on.
We haven't really had a bit of a nice spell of possession yet in the game. We're looking like the Roy Hodgson Palace at the minute. Oh, well intercepted by Reguilon. Let's see what Harry Winks can do. Oh, referee! Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Not allow him to make that.
What is it? Why have we seen a card, David? Why haven't we not seen a card?
That's horrible. Oh, I can't take that. I know it's Winks, but seriously, that's a joke.
Why have we seen a card, ref? David, honestly, I thought I saw John Moss. I mean, I know you were smoking something behind, you know, in the back room with the Crystal Palace fans, but Jesus, David, this is actually getting appalling. This is not even jokes anymore, David. This is not even jokes anymore. This is actually getting concerning. I'm concerned for the players.
No, Jack, I'm getting worried. We are actually going to have to get some doctors. If there's any doctors or nurses in the house, please get over there. You know, we're going to need as many as we can get at this stage, because they're just one after another trying to injure us. I'm getting sick of this. But big up Lucas Moura. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, actually want to throw in. Well done, Lucas Moura. No, this, honestly, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm watching, you know, WWE back in the day, Jack. You know, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker. What's going on here? They can't be allowed body slamming players like that. And then he goes down like that, and Skip does absolutely nothing to him. Yeah, that's it. Good decision, John Moss.
Thank you, John. I was going to say, Dave, I was going to have to buy a ticket, you know, to go after John myself if he was going to give that. I was actually about to buy the ticket.
You sound like Chris there, Jack.
But David, I'm actually, you know me with the referees sometimes. I treat the referees with tons of respect in the beginning of the day. You know, I always treat the referees with respect. But then once, you know, we reach this stage, honestly, there's no person that can hate them more than me, really, Dave. I mean, it gets atrocious. It starts to, like you said, David, you know, I'm starting to be concerned for Harry Winks' health here. You know, and I normally would not say that, and I am concerned. David, for his safety.
No, I am too. You can't be allowing Kayati just to go around and act like a big macho man like that. You know, it's not right, Jack. It's, you know, like, all we're asking for is just fair refereeing decisions. Now it feels like I'm playing FIFA with you all over again.
Absolutely. Oh, geez, David. I don't even know. This is starting to get a bit atrocious. Look at him. He's so smug with himself. Look, you know, a big thumbs up to the referee. Yeah, you know, that's another $5,000 added onto your wages today. Absolute shitbag.
Jack, what minute are you on, lad?
I'm on 24:17.
Okay.
Now I'm 24:25.
No worries. Oh, that's good play down our right hand side. Let's go. Let's create the overlap. Good play by Winks and Emerson. Oh, poor ball in. Straight into the keeper's hand. If you're going to put them in, you have to put them in at pace, Winksy. Looks like he's still feeling the effects of that challenge a bit, though, there, Jack.
He should be, David. Like we said, some of these are actually assault, David. I mean, we've all felt it before. Somebody body slams you at the bar, maybe pushes you up against the wall, whatever it is. It's kind of the stuff that you wouldn't think be happening on a football pitch, David. But, that's what Winks. Honestly, he should be limping. He should be limping, especially Eric Dyer as well. I mean, the referee, I really do hope that they take a review at this game, David. I really do hope they review this game. And maybe, I don't know, maybe a suspension, for John Moss, to get his head right. I don't even know, David. This is starting to get a bit concerning.
Yeah, well, Jack,
we've already seen one of our own players get taken off, David.
Look, Jack, if I was Tottenham, I'd definitely be writing into the referee association, the Premier League and everything else and saying, look,
check his bank account. Yeah.
I'd be saying to him, look, on the referee jersey, I'm pretty sure we saw glimpses of that red and blue stripe underneath. Can you just make sure he's not a Palace fan? Because what's going on here in the first 25, 26, 27 minutes, Jack? Honestly, it's just like backyard wrestling. It's ridiculous. Tug of war. Like I said, Spurs players don't want to give them the jerseys. So Vieira says, you want that jersey, go and take it. And they just pull it out at them. Honestly, it's just a joke. And then
there might even be an Eagles crest on that referee's kit there, Dave. There might even be an Eagles crest on it, not even the EA sponsor, Do
you know what, Jack? It's probably because we wouldn't give him any wings. John Moss was like, "Oh, can I have an eagle wing?" It's just like, no, look, Jack brought over the special jerky sauce from America. Can't be sharing this bad boy. I'm hungry, John. So he's crying now.
Especially with an inadequate referee as well.
It's getting beyond the joke. Let's take a few of the Harris Sammy's comments. Ribsy 85 says, I'm all for letting it flow a bit, but yeah, you can't just let him brawl. No, honestly, it's not a street fight. You're not getting kicked out of the nightclub at 3 a.m. and, you've had a few too many and your rivals from the other town are there. It's just a joke. It's supposed to be football.
Oh, well done, Deli. Deli just shoved over a man as well, just getting a bit of payback. I'm actually loving this. Well done, Del. Especially Kouyaté. Kouyaté's put a couple nasty challenges. I swear, if he pulls a card here, I will lose it because there are so many Crystal Palace players that need a card more than Deli does at the moment.
Yeah, I know. And the fact that he's even taking time out to talk to him, I hope he's just asking for hairstyle tips off Deli. That's all I hope it is. I hope it's not about the challenge because Kouyaté deserves that. You probably see, Vieira running up and down the touchline crying.
Honestly, the performance from Kouyaté here, even on the sideline, David, it's a bit like The Notebook, actually, from Ryan Gosling, the way he's crying on the floor there, actually. It's quite impressive, Kouyaté. Honestly, I would pursue an acting career after this, Kouyaté.
Yeah, I really would. It's just
actually quite impressive, David. Look at the facial expressions. The tears are rolling. It's actually, honestly, Ryan Gosling from The Notebook would actually be quite proud of this performance.
No, it definitely would be 100%, lad. It's definitely Oscar worthy anyway. I'd say that. Shamu Van Spurs says, looks like we are playing for another 1-0. Yeah, look, Shamu, I even said yesterday, what? I'll take the 1-0. Oh, come on. You can't be pulling out of that challenge. You pulled out of that. Was that Dele Alli? Come on, man. That's a 50-50. You take that, we're in. Oh, referee. No, I've had enough now. I've actually had enough. Are you walking off like he's the big hard man? Leaving a challenge.
How many fouls has he given, David? He has like 4 or 5 fouls. He has 5 fouls at least. Ayu's had like 5 fouls. He's had like, in the space of 28 minutes, David, he's had like 5 fouls. He hasn't made one challenge. He hasn't even hit the ball. David, he's hit the man every time. He's not even made contact with the ball yet on any single challenge.
Jack, do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if the referee blows the whistle, stops the game, and it's like, oh shit, forgot my cards. I have to run down the tunnel and get them because where are they? Where are they? What is he, Harry Potter? Is he just magically made them disappear? That's a yellow card all day long, especially when it comes on the Viking. Any challenge on him should be an ultimate yellow because it's just revenge because he's such a hard man.
You're not even allowed to touch him, David. You're not even allowed to touch Pierre. You have to have permission for him to go near Pierre. You have to have permission for him to go near Pierre.
Oh, God, this is getting hard to watch. It's it's like someone
played Emerson there.
Looks like someone beating up your brother. You can't just stand by and watch that. Sometimes you just have to get nitty gritty and get in there and drop a few people's elbows. Ridiculous. That was another poor ball in the box, trying to get Harry Kane on the end of it, but a good idea. Unlucky. Skippy with a sneaky smile on his face. It looks like Jackie's ready for decapitation number 2.
Yeah, probably. I mean, definitely a couple he probably has on his mind. Maybe Ayew first is what I would go after. Probably Kouyaté after that. And then maybe Conor Gallagher. Actually, maybe Conor Gallagher in between, just to mix things up, maybe take a bit of hair out. But yeah, David as well. Like, honestly, Skippy's probably making his list, checking it twice on who he has to 2-foot.
No, 100%. Hopefully Gallagher, and like you said, take a bit of hair with him. Definitely take the hair band anyway, that's for sure. Hopefully then when he starts running, the hair gets in his eyes. Palace becoming predictable. Just big ball into the big lump up front, Benteke. And so, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Hoi Virginio. Yeah. Hoi Virginio.
This is what we've come to expect. Jack, maybe do you think that challenge on Højbjerg maybe has woke him up, actually?
Maybe did, but it woke up his touch for sure, Dave, because now he's realizing, the referee's not going to give me any breaks here. Look like I'm going to have to channel in the inner Højbjerg Messi, and he clearly did right there. I mean, honestly, touch of class there. Classiest man on the pitch is always Pierre.
Nah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Tottenham building down the right-hand side here. Lucas Moura. Oh, that's poor. Was it Emerson?
Yeah, he played it out wide to Emerson. A bit poor there.
Poor by Emerson, I have to say. Didn't really find anybody. I think he's expecting Lucas or Dele Alli to make that run. And to be fair, he's probably right, actually,
There's a lot of space there. There was a lot of space there. He put that ball in. It wasn't necessarily the best ball, but there was a lot of space there. He's actually he has the right idea.
No, it definitely does. THFC for life says, don't get this 3 DMs, not enough going forward. Yeah, I'd like to maybe see him now go to a 4-2-3-1 and get Dele Alli to get up there and help Kane a little bit. Maybe Kane does look isolated for the opening 30-odd minutes. Palace on the break here. Oh, that's great defending. Skip. Oh, Winks actually with the good tackle. Fair play. And then gives it away. Palace with the ball in, looking for Benteke and another clearance. How's your touch? Come on. Shamu says Højbjerg moves prime like prime Rod Stewart 100%. Sean Snow says sub Winks for Gill now. Winks sounds horrible. Look, yeah, I do think we will see Gill in the second half and hopefully open it up a little bit. Ribsy says I like that ball from Royal, but Lucas was flat-footed, unfortunately. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Ribsy.
Come on, Dells.
He ain't letting nothing past him. No, he's not. He's definitely not letting Wilfred Zaha anyway. And Victor H.M. Højbjerg has proven to be a proper box-to-box midfielder. Derek Hutchinson said Winks bottling the tackles again. And Chase Mullen says Winks and Dele showing no creativity. Yeah,
I will say Winks is putting in, more of a defensive effort than I would give him credit for. He's actually helping out Reggie a lot on that left-hand side. He's really helping him out a lot, even helping Joe out a lot. So I will give Winks credit in that regard. Dele, though, that pass where, we could have broken there with Harry Kane and Lucas, though, that is a classic, though, with Dele, I will say. He is the most dispossessed player on our team, one of the most intercepted players on our team. So you do have to take that into consideration sometimes with Dele. Those are moments when we should be able to break there, and he just somehow, Dele sometimes just isn't able to find it within himself to, concentrate and play the right ball.
Yeah.
But again, Dele is our key player today, though, and I really do think he'll step up. But yeah, it's tough, though, David, when you're being assaulted, though, to be, get yourself into the game. It's actually quite understandable. They're probably quite surprised that, just half of these Crystal Palace players are still on the pitch.
Yeah, I'd say so, especially with no cards as well. Although I do think Harry Kane needs to try and maybe start dropping deeper a bit and getting on the ball.
Yep.
Look, I get it, but if the creativity's not coming for him, now he has to start dropping deep, getting on the ball and trying to make things happen, start getting some touches on the ball. He needs to start getting himself into the game. Good dispossession. That's a free on Harry Kane, and he doesn't even give it. This is shocking. Honestly, I don't know why we're doing this today. Why? It's 12 men against 11. It's just unfair. You can't touch Harry like that and not give a free kick. It's ridiculous. Palace from the edge of the box. Unlucky. Tried to go near post Zaha. Is that a corner kick or is it a goal kick? Corner kick for Palace. This referee, John Moss, he must have been on the sauce last night, Jack. He must be. Because I think he must still be drunk because I think he's seeing 2 balls or 3 balls. He doesn't know what one he's looking at, Jack.
No, he certainly isn't, Dave. I even think he probably was even seen, at the pub local, he's actually finishing his night outside Selhurst Park at, one of the local pubs, David. There was a spotting of him over there having a good time. I think he left quite late. supposedly, around 4 a.m., showing up, even maybe an hour late to the game from what it looks like because his head's just not there.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. Palace with the corner kick. Hugo Lloris comes and deals with that. Oh, fire back in. Oh, good defence, good block, well blocked. Martin Monglin says, well, lads, Spurs midfield is too defensive. Yeah, it is. It is too defensive right now. We need to get Brian Hill on, I think, at halftime if he stays.
Well done, Hugo.
D-Trex Kane says we need something in midfield. Victor HM says, agree, Jax. Winks is working hard today. He actually is. I'd agree with that, actually. Sean Snow Mourinho all over again. Derek Hutchinson, and he is bottling the tackles, Jack. Island Life says, yes, the midfield is defensive. Chase Mullins, this game cries out for Gill and Ndombele. I think it is. James Redmond says, Winks is irreplaceable. Ribsy.
He's having a laugh with Kouyaté, a guy that has put 2, 3, if not 4 two-footed challenges on our players, and he's having a laugh with him saying, oh, Kouyaté, I'm sorry that you're getting touched here in the box, standing in front of him. David, I'm John Moss. He's not even making it obvious.
Oh, thank God, I was getting scared there. Hugo Lloris looked like he nearly got caught there, but it looks like it's a free out. Yeah, I'm sick of the flirting, Jack. Look, at the end of the day... He's
not even making it... But, David, he's making it obvious. He's not even hiding it, John. He's not even hiding it, John Moss.
I know, it's a killer, Jack. It's a killer, I'm sick of it. Look, he's probably been put up in a 5-star hotel and, they probably, provided his family with a day out at Thorpe Park after this tomorrow or something like that. It's a joke. Dark Sun G21 says, most Premier League fans in Korea hate Moss for these reasons. Look, I can't argue with the Dark Sun. Yeah, he's one on my list now. Look, I have a long, long list of people in football that I don't like, but this guy's added to it today, that's for sure, Jack.
Oh, absolutely. Jordan Ayew as well, Dave. Jordan Ayew has just made my naughty list, absolutely.
Yeah, no presents for Jordan Ayew at Christmas. No flat cap for him, that's for sure. Conor Gallagher on the ball here for Palace. Drawing one in. Him and Ayew just playing, kissy catch here. MacArthur. Oh, well intercepted. Unlucky by I think that was Lucas there trying to jump in and make that interception. Big up Dark Sun G. Really appreciate the support, my man. What a man. Naibesh says, hi guys, I am a Man United fan. Big yourself up, lad. Look, more than welcome to come in, my man. More than welcome to come in. We do like banter with rival fans as well. Always keep it respectful. Big yourself up, man. I'd say it's late with Ronaldo starting today. Sean Snow says, you know, James, I'm tired of you. All right, no. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, what's going on there? Tottenham Tantrum says, reminds me of the games of the 70s and 80s. Yeah, it does, I suppose. Yeah, it does, to be fair. Maybe even the games of the early 90s, I'd say, Darmo. The Portugueser says, Dele adds nothing to the midfield. He had 1 or 2 good seasons. And that's it. Winks as well. Mourinho was right. Wanted to get rid of them both. Absolutely love the name. And yeah, look, I agree. I agree. But look, to be fair, Winks is actually having an all right game today, to be fair. Got to give him credit where it's due. But big old Portugueser. We have Shamu. He says no shots or chances even. Yeah, I know. It's been a bit of a not first half, to be honest with you. Derek
hard to watch.
It has. Oh, ball into Benteke. He's holding it up here. What can Spurs do? Oh, poor ball by Benteke. And that's exactly why he has about 3 Premier League goals. Or was that Ayew or Sa? I don't even know who it was anymore. I think it was.
Benteke holding it up, trying to play in Zaha.
Yeah, look, that's why, Jack, he gets no goals. It's just moments like that. He does all the things you want him to do right. And then just it's the final ball or the final shot.
I think we just need to add a bit of pace to this team, Dave. I do think that Brian Hill, inclusion will really help. It will actually help Harry Kane even drop deeper when you think, oh, jeez. Wow, that was close. Again, Crystal Palace are just getting lucky with some of these challenges that he did. That was clean there, but that was a pretty bad hospital pass there. And again, John Moss, the amount of times, he's just watched challenges like this just go by. I mean, I would be, again, John, I'd really be focusing because he was even 30 yards away from that, Dave.
Yeah, look.
Dele Alli almost took that there. He would have been one-on-one with the keeper. That was a good challenge by, I think, James MacArthur or whoever it was.
Needs to take a trip to Specsavers, Jack, to be honest with you.
Good interception by Winksy.
Paul Mark, he says, Kane doesn't look interested, just walking around. I wouldn't say that it's not that he doesn't look interested, Paul. Look, I agree. He needs to do more, 100%. He needs to start doing something to get himself into the game. But as well, there's been absolutely no service for him either. Absolutely no service for him either. But no, look, I can see your concerns. Look, he was poor against England. I know he got the worldie, but he could definitely pop up and do that for Tottenham today as well. But I do want to see more of him, that's for sure. Big up, Paul Markey. Really do appreciate the support, my man. Everyone, make sure you keep smashing that like button. Keep smashing that subscribe button if you're new. And look, keep getting the super chat in. It is a great way to help support me and Jack. But big yourselves up, the Harris Army, those that are tuning in. Big yourselves up and big up, Paul Markey. I hope you're in. We get the 3 points and you enjoy your weekend. Tottenham Tantrum says, Kane looks like he's just here for a jog and pick up his wages. Very bad performance by him. And Winks, yeah. Look, yeah, Dermot, I know. Look, I do want to see more from Kane, that's for sure. Palace was shot from outside the box. And again, Conor Gallagher, there must be a bird in that stand that he's trying to get the football to or something, Jack, because again, he just balloons it into the top tier. Absolutely love it. Look, just give her the jersey after the game. Stop trying to hit the ball to her. Just give her the jersey. We have Joe Grimes in the building. Big up, Joe. Hope things are well. Says, Gil for Winks urgently. Couldn't agree more, Joey. Couldn't agree more, my man. Wayne Bonner says, what happened with Dyer? I missed it. Lloris rolled one out for him, kind of left a hospital rollout, overextended the pass. Dyer was stretching. In fairness, Dyer got the pass off, a good pass, while Ayew was pressuring him, but unfortunately, in the collision, he did get injured, which is sad to see because, and another shocking pass. Who is that?
That was Skippy there, Dave. That was Skippy.
You can't be giving away them balls. Oh, he makes up for it. What a tackle. That's why he makes up for it. Big up, Skippy. Love it. But you can't be doing that in the first place. He shouldn't be wasting energy like that. Maybe he just done it because he was getting bored and wanted to tackle Jack. But big up, Wayne Bonner. That's exactly what happened to Dyer, my man. So, yeah, that's what happened to Dyer, unfortunately. And then when he was hobbling down the tunnel with support of the physio, it didn't look good. It didn't look good when he looked in a lot of pain. And in fairness, I'll give it to Dyer. He's a big man. He's not a guy that does get hurt very easily. So,
yeah. I will say also, funny enough, the trainer was not even making it very easy for him to walk off the pitch, Dave. I thought that was a bit concerning. You would think, a trainer's paid enough to, help a guy off the pitch, but clearly he couldn't be asked.
He should have laid down and waited for the stretcher. That's what I would have done, to be honest with you. If I'm going to go out.
He walked off himself. I mean, especially if it was a serious injury. He got no help getting, walking off. So, I mean, Eric Dyer, hopefully he's all right because that looked painful. Yeah.
No! What a... Conor Gallagher's so close, but him and Zaha causing problems. What a save by Hugo Lloris. A ball straight over the head of Emerson. Zaha... just great control. Leaves Emerson for dead. Skip or Højbjerg as well. Poor defending when the ball comes across by Joe Rodon. And Conor Gallagher with the shot and Hugo Lloris with the save. What a save by Hugo Lloris. Right on the line. Absolutely love it. Conor Gallagher can't even score from 6 yards. And now he's placing the ball down like he's about to take a conversion in rugby. Just get on with the corner, you ponce. Ridiculous stuff. Ridiculous carry on. Let's see what happens with this corner, and I'll read the super chat out from the Portugueser. Oh, Palace come close again. Big Christian Benteke still couldn't buy a goal. All the money to give it to John Moss, and they still can't get him a goal. The Portugueser says, big up David and Jack. Keep up with the good work, fellas. Always tune in when I get the chance. The Portugueser really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate that. And thank you so much for the support and the kind words. It's really appreciated, my man. Thank you so much. Are you actually in Portugal, my man? Oh, well, no, you're giving us pounds, but let us know why the name is the Portugueser, lad. Let me know. I do want to know.
Big yourself up, the Portugueser. Great name as well, Portugueser. Hope you're keeping well. Hopefully, hopefully we can just see a bit of a better Spurs maybe at halftime as well.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Terence Dibb says, Kane, Spurs. Old Soul says, Gil for Winks, 100. Yeah, Gil for one of them anyway. I'm even saying nearly Deli Ali. THSE for life. This is so bad. It's not good, all right. Victor HM, they're moving the ball around so much better than last season. Everything is 1 or 2 touch. Just need Ndombele or Gil to open up the fence with some magic. Yeah, we're definitely lacking that magic right now. Ribsy says, nice work, Skip. Sean Snow says, because Nuno is scared. Derek Hutchinson says, Winks is supposed to make Kane interested by creating chances. Paul Markey with the super chat says, Ndombele is quickly is quick and winks quickly in and winks out. We need creativity. Jack, if he was going to bring on, say, Ndombele or Brian Hill, is it Dele Alli or Harry Winks should be taken off?
I think it's hard, Dave. I think Harry Winks is actually, he's put in a very solid defensive shift. Not necessarily, giving away too many passes either. Of course, he hasn't created too much, but he also hasn't given away too many things. It might be a bit harsh to Winks, you would actually say, to take him off. But I feel like it's possible that with somebody like Tanguy coming onto the pitch, we might be able to assure that we can just at least hold on to the ball a bit better and create things a bit better. And maybe it might bring Harry Kane into the game a bit more if we brought on someone like Tanguy. Would I bring him on for Dele or Harry Winks? If it's still 0-0, I mean, you have to bring him on for Harry Winks, probably just to be that bit more attacking.
Do you know what? I would actually bring on Brian Hill, to be honest with you. I just think the way he plays, he likes to pick up spaces and all. He'd be my first one on, and I'd be bringing him on for Dele Alli. And then my second one, maybe, 60, 70 minutes probably would be Ndombele for Winks, depending on how it goes in the second half. But I do think Brian Hill has to be, introduced. I think he's absolutely brilliant. And I think this game would be made for him. And Harry Kane's crying out for someone, to link up with as well. Big up, Paul Markey. Really appreciate the support and the super chat, my man. Who else have we got here? We have IQ Buy-in Organis says Gill and Ndombele in, Winks and Ali out. Tottenham Tantrum says, don't. If you saw it, read it out. Hugo will be offered a new 2-year contract. Oh, very nice, Dermot. Big up. And everyone, get over and check out Tottenham Tantrum as well. Get over and check out his Twitter page.
Get stuck in
and give the man the support. He's absolutely, he loves his Twitter page. He takes pride in it. And everyone else, please get over there and give him the support. Stackademic says, big up, fellas. Big up, Stackademics. Good to see you in, my man. Good to see you in.
Legend.
Paul Markey, he's not having any of what I'm saying. He's just getting get Winks off. Absolutely love it, Paul. Derek Hutchinson is saying, take off Ali and Winks. It's halftime here as well at Selhurst Park. It is Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Look, we have to get Gill and maybe an Ndombele on the pitch. We have to get more attacking players on the pitch, Jack. It's as simple as that. Look, first 30 minutes, I'm pretty sure, Crystal Palace did think they were actually playing the rugby league or something like that because, the referee, he was a joke as well. But Jack, what do you make of the first half?
It's probably been, I might even say, disappointingly, probably our worst first half, Dave, probably so far this season. I think that's probably true. In the case of, the Watford game, the Wolves game, this game, I felt like we had more clear-cut chances in all those games. We clearly were dictating the game a bit better. Of course, in those games, we weren't necessarily dominating, the game, but you also could realize that, we definitely were creating much better chances. Probably looked like the team that was most likely to score as well. So you do I am a bit disappointed, Dave, but I think, it's maybe what Henry had even said, and, on his channel is just Crystal Palace are giving us more in a game that maybe we gave them credit for. But also it could be said that, it's possibly the lineup, the tactics and everything that might just be, maybe a bit wrong at the moment. It just, we're struggling to hold on to the ball at the moment, Dave. We're really struggling to dictate anything, create anything. We're getting kind of pinned in our own half at the moment as well. It's not looking good. Yeah,
let's see what some of the Irish Army has to say. So let's see what they have to say on halftime. But I agree with you, Jack. Dermot says, very poor first half, but Nuno will work his magic.
Thank you. Definitely Dermot.
Also says, weak link Winks. Romero Caden says, Brian Gill. He wants Brian Gill in. DMT85 says, Winks needs to go off Dele to Cam and bring on Brian on the left. Yeah, good shout. Ams says, we are playing an entire new back four. Yeah, that's true. But it's the creativity that's lacking, my man. James McKevitt says, international hangers. That definitely could be true. Romero again says, too many injuries. DMT says, Winks needs to go off Dele to Cam and bring on Gill on the left. Faz Radfar says, so critical to get the 3 points no matter how badly we play. I agree.
Like that, Faz. Well said. If we play the worst game possible and still end up with a 1-0, like Dave and I will be beaming, absolutely beaming. There's nothing better than, even stealing away, 3 points from another team as well. So I would say, Faz, I love that comment. Absolutely love that comment.
No, I do absolutely love it. Big up, Faz, my man. Kev Williams says, got a bad feeling today, lads. Hope I have egg on my face. I hope we all look. it's not looking good. It's not being a good start to the day. But look, we'll see how things go. You have 130 people watching right now, guys. Make sure you do smash that like button, guys. Make sure you do smash that subscribe button, and also feel free to help support me and Jack with a super chat or two, guys. But look, get your questions in for us. Guys, get your questions in. Ribsy says he does agree. We have to win ugly at times. That we do. And we have Vince. Big up, Vince. Says, come on, you Spurs. Been total rubbish since Moon Boots came off. Yeah, we have been poor. We definitely have been poor. But look, for me, Jack, do you know what? Look, we've been poor. We have a lot of injuries. I know a lot of us were looking for a better performance today, but I'll be honest with you. I have no problem putting on the balaclava and getting out there with a sneaky 1-0. Getting out there with the injuries we have, lad. And then we have another week. And I know we have Rennes midweek, but you can kind of rest players if you need to there. And then, give yourself time to get other players back. Look, I do think we need to get Brian Hill on. I was very, very surprised he wasn't starting. I do believe we have to get him on for me. I think he's going to bring that creativity. Who would I take off? Do you know what? Either Winks or Dele Alli, but Winks is having a good game. This is the thing.
Yeah, that's what pains me, David. As much as we, berate, Winks every single day, David, you have to consider that we are kind of guys that do look at things a bit more objectively, especially during the game. All we want is for just the team to win, during these 90 minutes. And I would say I don't know if it would hurt us to take off Winks, Dave, but I would say he'd be a bit more unlucky or be a bit more undeserved for him to be taken off than, let's say, Dele.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more there, Jack, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I need to watch
David, that's, it's the objective, realistic approach that we have to take,
It's fair approach, but I do think I need to wash my mouth out with soap after this. Dark Throne G says 21, says easy pass playing in the same is the same as 10v11. Yeah, I agree. Look, look, I've spoke about my piece on him in the midfield and the battles and stuff like that, but I couldn't agree more, Dark Song G. But I know you want him off now at halftime. I get it. William Kelly, big up William Kelly, still going strong from this morning. Me and Jack has had a sleep and you're still awake, my man. I hope you're enjoying the game. Says how Winks is on that field is beyond me. Get Gill on now before this game gets away. Yeah, I agree. Look, I do believe we have to bring on Brian Hill straight away. Get him on. Ndombele is there, but I do think Gill will probably be the first one to come on, I would say. The chat is absolutely flying, guys. I will get everybody's comments up on screen as promised, but do get your super chats in. It does skip the queue, and we'll get to it straight away.
Hope you're enjoying your evening too, William.
Yeah, sorry.
No, sorry, David. Yeah, no, you're getting to it. Yeah, William, I hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you're enjoying your evening. I know it's a bit of a better, kinder time, to be playing your game today, or to be watching the match today. So I hope it's a little bit better for you. Hope you're enjoying it, and just relaxing. I know this first half has probably been quite hard to watch. I know even the John Moss performance to, also Winks being included is probably a bit hard to watch. William Kelly, but I hope you're keeping well. And as always, William Kelly, true legend of the Harris Army, and I hope you're keeping well.
No, I hope you are, my man. I hope you are. Big yourself up. Just quickly, we have What's the Story says, get a Big Mac meal into Ndombele at halftime and get him on, bribe him to play. Absolutely love it. Who would you take off the Outland? Let me know. And everyone wish the Outland, to get better. He is a bit sick at the minute, guys. So everyone, please do wish him to get better. Sean Snow says, switch to 4-2-3-1. Gill in and move Dele to 10. First 15 of the second half. Dele goes, if not working for Ndombele. Best defense is a good offense. Nuno is scared. Jack, what would you say to Sean Snow here?
To be honest, he's right, David. The way we set up this lineup, I kind of wanted to give Nuno the benefit of the doubt with the 4-3, like the 4-3-1-2 kind of situation, 4-1-2-1-2 situation that we're in. I kind of wanted to give him credit for it, but now, I'm kind of right with you, Sean Snow. I kind of do agree. I think the 4-2-3-1 with maybe Hill coming in might actually be the best solution. We still would be able to have, Skip and Højbjerg in the middle of the park. Go back to that original midfield three of Dele, Højbjerg, and Skippy. That's worked in the past. It could probably work in the second half. Bring on Hill, keep on Lucas. That way Harry Kane can drop deep, ping the ball in behind to two players that are able to run in behind, especially Hill. And I do think that Hill will be able to bring a bit of creativity because also the fullbacks have not been tested of Crystal Palace, Dave. Yeah. And I know that we didn't necessarily highlight the fullbacks as ones to be targeted, but they don't get too far forward. So it is kind of necessary then to put someone there that will actually make their life a bit more difficult.
Look, especially Joe Ward out on this left-hand side for Tottenham, Jack. He's Palace's right fullback. He's just slow and shit. Get Gill on or get someone out there that's going to run at this guy. You're going to get joy off him. We've watched Palace the last 3 weeks. Ivan Toney and Mikel Antonio both went between Anderson and Joe Ward because they knew that's where they're going to get the change from Palace. Get someone over there and get at him. That's the weak link. But big up John Snow. Really appreciate the support, my man. Emily Dunn says, get those super chats in. Hashtag flat cap army. Hashtag come on, you Spurs. I love it when you get a super chat telling others to do it. Big up, family. Really appreciate it. Hope things are well with you, my dear. Dark Song G21 says, we need Gil, McCarthy or Tanguy. McCarthy, look, he's been on form for the underage teams, Jack. He's bagged himself a few goals.
Yeah.
So, look, that's not a bad shout. Do you reckon he might get minutes today if the game stays the way it is?
Possibly so, David. I mean, maybe if we're getting a bit desperate, maybe throw him onto the pitch. But I would say at the moment, we definitely need to go for something that works. And I do think that would be Brian Hill. I do think Brian Hill will instantly have an impact. He's probably actually backing himself, to make that impact right away. Maybe thinking, he's probably been, a student of the game, even David, watching from the sidelines, figuring out how he can go at Joel Ward, like you were saying, how he can expose, maybe even Kouyaté as well. So honestly, Brian Hill for me, maybe the second substitution. Possibly, yeah, Marcandi instead of Tanguy. I mean, that would only be another humble lesson, for Tanguy if Nuno doesn't trust him yet. So that could be interesting as well. But yeah, Hill for me first. Maybe I'll go with Dark Sanji. Then Marcandi is maybe the second substitution.
Yeah, I love it.
That'd be a bit crazy though. But also Nuno and Dark Sanji, they're very much, proponents, of the youth. They like to incorporate, the youth academy into the team. So Dark Sanji, hopefully you're whispering in Nuno's ear.
No, 100%. I really hope he is as well. Big up Dark Sung G. Always on here promoting the youth prospects. That's what we love to see, Dark Sung G.
He's Dark Sung G is one of the own, David. You can tell he's practically, it's almost, I want to ask him, if one point he was part of the youth academy, because it just seems like, he has such faith in them. I love it. I absolutely love it.
He definitely does. And back again, says the two Harrys are MIA. Have any of you seen them? No, look, Harry Kane has definitely been a bit poor, to be honest with you. Look, as much as it's been the lack of service, it's also he needs to start dropping deeper, picking up the ball and getting into the game. Dark Sung G, I couldn't agree more, my man. Look, for Harry, I know this is going to wind you up. I actually think he's done all right. Look, will he be substituted throughout the half to go for more attacking options? Absolutely. And it could very well turn out that, it could be the best decision ever. And I know this definitely one you'll be supporting, Dark Sung G. Big yourself up, my man. Really appreciate the support. Guys, 153 people watching right now. Make sure you do smash that like button. Make sure you smash the subscribe button on the channel if you're new. Plenty of content there all week for everybody. Debates, previews, reviews, and predicted lineup, player ratings. Now a couple of watch-alongs. You name it, we got it over here. And Stats with Jack, the main one. How can I forget? Where you get we have this tactic board that we got put together. Go and check it out if you haven't. It gives you all the tactical breakdowns and everything of the game and everything. It's absolutely brilliant. But look, let's take some of the comments in from the Harris Army. Am says that injury list, oh my days, yeah, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. Dirty Sanchez says, "Yid Army, big yourself up." John Fitzpatrick says, "This is where we see, is Nuno a good manager? He needs to change things before we go one down." Jack,
this is the first time he's maybe getting the tactics wrong. Yeah, John. Yeah, I would say, this is the first time possibly that Nuno has definitely maybe got something wrong here. And yeah, you're absolutely right, John. I think that's a fair comment. This is maybe his opportunity to show, he can make that technical change. He can do that, make that tactical inference, possibly make the right substitution as well. I do think Nuno might make a tactical switch. But also as well, we'll see how he does his substitutions, because that will also be very important, because as much as you can make tactical switches, you also have to make personnel, switches as well that, can have an impact on the game. So yeah, huge test for Nuno. I actually agree, John. Great comment.
Good comment. Chris says, even Lloris misplaced passes because Dyer injury, not a good game at all. No, it's poor, my man. It is poor. We have Stackademic says, this channel is going up. Keep up the great work, fellas. Stackademics, I really do appreciate that, my man. Really appreciate the kind words, man. Really, really do. Amin K says, Winks needs to come off for Hill. A lot of people calling for Winks to come off, Jack.
Yeah, they are. I think it's just because, they kind of know this, then they know that's what we like to hear over here, Dave. But I will say, today, just for this 90 minutes, everybody, Harris Army, we're trying to be objective. We're trying to, figure out what is the best solution for this team. And at the moment, I would say Harry Winks has not been the weakest link. He's certainly not been close to the best at all. But I would say the defensive shift he's been putting on has been quite solid. But when we did talk about maybe bringing in Hill for Winks, that meant we can move to that 4-2-3-1 that Sean Snow was talking about earlier. So that actually might be the best tactical change, formation change that probably would help us, So if we were to switch that 4-2-3-1, yeah, I would take off Winks, put in Hill.
Yeah, no, good call, good call. Joe says Ndombele on and Gill on for Winks and Skip. Interesting, Joe. Let me know why, my man. Paul Markey says need both Gill and Ndombele in and Winks and Ali out. Harry start dropping deep and wingers getting behind. I agree. Skunkworks says important point, making changes either tackle or personnel. ASAP, no waiting until 60 minutes. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Sorry. CD says, I think Nuno was expecting more from our fullbacks. Yeah, I think he was. But look, it's one of them games. Referee hasn't exactly helped it either. Felix Hermanu says this match will draw or Spursy lose because no Sonny now. They are helpless. Look, we'll wait and see. Danny wants a link, Jack. We let him on?
Danny, of course. But, Danny, we'll say, we got to stay focused on the game. We can't, we're not trying to, berate too much into Winks or, go too deep into the players or anything. So we have to stay objective, Danny. That's all I'll tell you. You have to stay objective.
There you have the orders from the flatcapeurotalk general there, Danny. I'll send you on a link in a minute, my man. William Kelly says, big up William Kelly with the big donation. Big yourself up, man. Greatly appreciated, lad. Says, Jack, I think we are going to get found out big time against Chelsea. We are just too defensive and nothing different to Mourinho. Only difference is skipping midfield. Just quickly, William, what I will say is, you know what? It probably suits us to play like that against Chelsea. I'll be honest with you. Do you know that? And that's the sickening thing. Like in these games, I want to see Gale. I want to see him being out there doing his little Messi tricks, Modric movements, and the creativity. And then, but look, I do get what you're saying, Jack. William, I do get what you're saying. We could completely get found out again by Chelsea. Look, I think a lot of teams will get found out by Chelsea. Personally, I don't really like saying it, but I do think they probably could win the league, Jacko. In my opinion, I think they could be the closest to the Invincibles you might see, especially going down to 10 men and drawing at Liverpool. What a result for them. But look, only difference is Skip in midfield. Yeah, Skip. Yeah, but look, Skip is a big difference in midfield, I would say. But we do need more creativity, that's for sure, Jack.
No, we do need more creativity, that is for sure. But William, I would say, it's very, very, very generous super chat. It's a very, very generous comment. That William, what I would tell I can tell you maybe kind of just a bit negative, towards that first half. Believe me, that was a hard first half to watch. That really was hard to watch. But let's have faith in Nuno, to be able to get us out of this. Maybe pull out a 3 points here, pull out a win, and then as well. I kind of agree with David here, William, against the likes of Chelsea, someone that has a much better squad depth than us in plenty of ways, has much better players in certain positions as well. You just have to consider that, you can't be the better team in those games. We're going to have to be, more like a Watford or whatever, kind of holding on and trying to maybe just get, a steal away win or point or something. And it's just because you have to give respect to a team like Chelsea that is, pretty unbelievable this season. But William Kelly, you're bringing up good points, though. And I think a lot of people would agree with you too, though, William. But all I will say is I'm going to keep my faith in Nuno, keep my faith in the tactics. And also I would say as well with Skippy in midfield, not something to be sniffed at. It's a huge change. It's a huge upgrade.
No, it definitely is. And look, the second half is just underway here. And straight away, Palace have gone for a long ball straight in behind Emerson, straight onto Zaha's toes. We need to wake up a little bit here, that's for sure. But big up William Kelly. Really appreciate the super chat, my man. Come on, Joe says, come on, you Spurs, big half for Nuno. We need to get on the ball. Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree more. We do need to start getting on the ball, seeing more of the ball and passing it. Big up, Danny. Good, glad you're here. I just need to go to the Jacks quickly. I'll be 1 second.
No problem, guys.
How you keeping after that first half, Danny? How you keeping after that first half?
It's just, do you know what? It's like I said it last night, Jack. I said we're not going to have a lot of space, and look, I think people might want to hear me rant about Winks, but I'm not going to go absolutely nuts, even though I was absolutely
go after the game. We're just going to wait till the 90 minutes.
Yeah, I definitely will be doing that. Yeah, I definitely will be doing that. But look, like if I'm talking like sensibly, right? So we've had hardly any space. We've lacked effort and desire and determination and drive. In the first half, right? Obviously, we've got another half to go, but we haven't been alive, right? And finally, we have a shot. What minute are you on, by the way, Jack? Before I start talking,
I'm on 46:30.
Oh, could you have the stream that you're watching then? Because I'm a little
I
bit
put
ahead.
it. Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, like I mean, look, we've lacked the creativity. That's obvious. Dele Alli shouldn't be playing on the left wing. He just looked completely like in no man's land. Harry Winks, as usual, offers nothing. He's lazy. He can't pass. Skip, he's done all right, but he has looked a little bit off it. Like there's something there that maybe it's because of the injuries. Like he's a bit worried, or it doesn't look as sharp as he usually does. Højbjerg's looked pretty decent. Do you know what? I was actually really gutted, and I never thought I'd say this, but I was gutted that Dyer came off. I was actually pretty gutted.
It felt like it hurt us. It did feel like it hurt us. You're right.
Because he is the leader, right? I know we all have our thoughts about Dyer, right? But he is a leader, and obviously this season he has been playing better so far. So it was a bit of a shame to for him to come off. But look, I think the next half, I just want to see the stuff that we all want to see as fans, right? As even a neutral, you just want to see some effort and desire, man. Because for 30 minutes in that game.
What time are you on, Jack, on your stream?
I'm about to put in, so we can all be in tune actually with each other. I'm going to set it up for us. Just give me a moment, everybody.
It's just, Crystal Palace have just looked a better team. They want it more. They just look like they're running around more. They're making movements when players are off the ball. And when someone's got the ball, they're making the movements. They're crossing into the box. They're trying. And that's the thing we haven't been doing. And it's difficult to see because I know this team is better than that, man. And it just reminds you it's like a reminiscence of I'm not gonna like a little bit of like the Jose ball last season, a little bit like the way we've kind of played. It's just the no effort, no drive, no determination. I mean, come on, these players should be fighting for a spot because there's first team players that are away. They're going to come straight back into this team, and a few of these players need to really fight for this. So I haven't seen it yet, but I'm really hoping we're going to see a little bit more. But again, I think the thing for this half, for the first half, is the biggest thing is we lack that creativity, and I said it, and a lot of us said it as well last night. Someone like Brian Hill needed to start, man. Because he's someone who's not scared. He will run at players. He presses. And yeah, I would have started on Ndombele as well because I just can't stand watching Winks, honestly.
No.
I can imagine what you would be feeling about Winks when he did some of those things he did.
Honestly, when I seen the lineup come out on our Tottenham TV, it was killing me. But look, it is what it is. Skunkworks says it looks exactly like 60 minutes of the game last year against Palace away. It does, but we do need to score. Like last year against Palace away, at least Guaita had worldy saves in them. Like we're not even testing them. James McKevitt says not trying. It's sad. Ribsy says lost work road, and James Redmond says I predicted 1-1, not at this rate, more like a 1-0 job now, to whom I cannot hazard a guess. The timestamp, don't worry, that is coming, my man. Don't worry about that. And Darrell Denton says it's brave to say this. His tactics then just poor team. Yeah. And Danny Kiriakou is obviously saying big up everybody in the chat. We have Sean Snow. Palace is showing us no respect. No, sure, no, should they? We need to earn respect. Another good block there. Conor Gallagher taking a shot in the inside of the box, and a double block between Roden and Reguilon sees it out for a corner kick. THFC for life. It's a Palace corner. Let's see what they can do from it. It's a ball into the box, and it's well dealt with by Tottenham. And a poor volley by McCarter. Welcome to expect from that guy. THSC for life says, why is he waiting to go one down before changing it? Yeah. Look, we'll wait and see. Paul Marquis, Gallagher's destroying Winks, but that's not hard to do. Danny, I said this is going to happen yesterday. Dark Sun G says, Roden is doing great in my opinion. We need Gill and McCandy. Yeah, look, I definitely want to get Gill on as soon as McCandy. Look, give him a game, see what he can do. If we can't break this Palace team down, but Palace have all the ball. It's actually really annoying me. It's really starting to annoy me. Oh, good work there. Good work by Pierre-Emile. Lucas on the ball, breaking through the middle. What can he do? He's just too quick. Harry Kane can't even get up with him. Højbjerg. Out wide to Emerson. Emerson back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg into Lucas, hospital pass, and we've given away the ball again. Dark Song G, big yourself up, man. Let's get Gil on straight away. We need to get him on straight away. It's starting tonight.
We do.
I wonder where Jack has gone.
I think he might have gone to try and find a link or something. I'm not sure.
I think he might have had to reset his PC. I'm not 100% sure myself. Oh, Zaha and Tanganga in a big altercation here. A massive altercation here. They could be sending us. They look like they want to kill each other. What is going on here? Tanganga got super aggressive.
Oh, I love Tanganga. I love him.
Absolutely.
That's what you want, though.
Tanganga is incensed. What is going on?
Dave, what's your current timestamp on your one?
I don't know, Jack. My TV's ages away there. Or Danny, the TV's there. I can't see the time. I should be wearing my glasses. But I just want to see what's going on here. Both of them, Tanganga and that. Now, Harry Kane and Kiate are grabbing each other. It's starting to get a bit feisty here. This is what Vieira's told them to do, get in their ears. The old lad reckons Tanganga will go for that. Shamu says he's got to be off. Oh, Jerry's saying a yellow card. Let's see what happened here. John Moss is calling him over. And Dark Sung G says it's because Moore is down. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Tanganga getting the yellow card. Brilliant to see John Moss. What actually happened here? I want to see what actually happened here.
Oh, he put his hands on his face and on his throat.
Jack would be delighted.
Zaha put his hands on Tanganga's throat and on his face.
Sorry, guys. Computer. Had to go to the other computer, but I think the link should be that we can all watch at the same time. It's nowhere near as choppy now, so it should be a lot better.
Like a proper Tottenham boy.
Did you see that? Did you see Tanganga and Zaha?
Seeing the After Effects, I didn't really see it. No.
So
Tanganga, love it.
Tanganga, I love it. Same here, man. I love it. Tottenham boy through and through.
Animal. I'm really starting to love this guy. He just passes him over, and then he's just taking no shit off him, and then he just starts manhandling him. Absolutely.
Do you see Zaha? He put his hands on his throat. He put his hands on Tanganga's throat.
Yeah. And big up Dark Sun G. Says it's because Moore is down. Yeah, Tanganga did get tick. It's kind of like put the ball out of play. Absolutely love it. Big up Dark Sun G. Everyone else, keep getting the support in, guys. Keep getting the support in. Don't worry, I will be blocking some of these spammers here. So don't worry about that. What's the story? He says Zaha picked on the wrong bloke. Yeah, he did. He thought he'd be able to bully him. Thought he'd be able to manhandle him. And Tanganga, he's got that dog in him. And he told me exactly what I thought of him. He was like, you stay up on your feet. You're always diving. Go and sort your hair out. Come back to me when you become a man like me. That's what he's saying. Joe Grimes says, hopefully that scuffer will wake us up. I hope so. Especially Kiate trying to get a grip of Harry Kane. Hopefully that will wake him up as well. Palace with the free kick in off the Tanganga trouble. And
blew into the mic there. Sorry, that was very close. That was very close. That free kick.
Yeah, Conor Gallagher looking disappointed that no one was getting in on the end of it. Joe says Tangang business. I love it. He was not having it. This is the personality I want to see at this club. 100%. I couldn't agree more. I love it. I love it. Look, Zaha's going to be thinking about this now for the next half an hour, and Tanganga's already moved on. He just wants to go and get the goal. So he's got into Zaha's head here. I absolutely love it. Just a quick bit of water to lube the throat there. A few hiccups. Victor HM says Tanganga Romero Roden is going to be something to fear. Yeah, that's for sure. I guarantee you that. And Chase Mullins says, I love it from Jaffet. CD says, I love that guy Tanganga takes no shit. No, he doesn't. Absolutely love it. But yeah, look, Jack, is it starting to get to the time where maybe you think about making changes?
Yeah, it's the 55-minute mark, Dave. Yeah, absolutely. And again, it feels like the 4-2-3-1. I'll shout it out again that Sean Snow was talking about. Makes perfect sense. With Hill coming in, he could play on the left. Bit of creativity, move Dele into the middle.
Zaha's getting very upset. Look at him. He's still crying. Yeah. I love it. He's still crying. Tanganga's in his head.
That's brilliant.
Why are we just ballooning away? We need to get on the ball, start creating chances. And we're doing this. How are we making Palace look like fucking
no. Oh my God.
Danny, don't. We're behind.
Join the link. Yeah, everybody's supposed to be in the link. I set it up for a reason.
Which link? Which link is it?
The one I sent you earlier in the chat.
The StreamYard one.
Yes.
All right, hold on.
Palace corner. Gallagher on the corner. Plays it short. Oh, just on the roof of the net. Palace trying a different corner kick there, playing it short.
Oh, my.
Danny, are you ahead of us?
I'm on the one that...
Oh, okay. That's grand.
I'm on the one in the StreamYard link.
Oh, yeah, no, that's grand. Hugo Lloris done well to come out and claim that there and take it straight off, I think it was Guay's head there, actually. Tanganga, he's loving Emerson. He's loving life. Good interception. What can we do? And we just give the ball straight back to them. Who was that?
What a tackle.
Tanganga's gone. It's Tanganga. Yeah, second yellow, red. He's off. Oh, no.
Fuck, man.
John Moss, I swear to God, John, you've actually bottled this whole match.
All the challenges he's let happen.
That's as if like we haven't seen that like 4 times in the first half, like the exact same challenge.
Surely VAR have to check this and overturn this. Or can they do it on a yellow card? Oh, let's see what people are saying. David's saying dumb.
He didn't even touch him.
CD is saying, or Shamu is saying, well, that will be the game. CD, the chat is hopping like mad. CD is saying, geez, this has been a shit show. James is saying, no. Catman Jess is not loving it. Palace fans waving Tanganga off. Ams is saying, OMG. The old lad saying, off he goes.
Yeah.
Derek saying, Tanganga off. This is sad. Matt is saying, bring on Endenberg.
Oh, my God. Ben Davis.
Oh, this referee is letting a hell of a lot go. He's letting a hell of a lot.
This has not been a good night for Dark Sun G, I'll tell you that. Dark Sun G, Ben Davies to Harry Winks now. We do apologize, Dark Sun G. We did not intend this.
What is this, man? We need attacking players on, and he's bringing on Ben Davis for Harry Winks to go even more defensive. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. What is this?
I suppose he will need to keep 4 across the back. Harry Winks is coming off. Harry Winks is coming off. The next one I'll be making is Dele Alli for Brian Hill, to be honest with you.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Dele Alli needs to come off. Dele Alli needs to get off that pitch. We've got no one in the midfield who can do anything, who can make a pass.
I don't know. That's super annoying. Dark Zone G says no Tanganga for Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Look, Romero's going to have to come in after, and no Dyer potentially as well. So, look, it could be Romero's going to have to come in after being back for one day and come straight in alongside Roden. Palace going close there. Yeah, good point, Dark Song G. Very good point, my man. Very, very good point. Yeah, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. Look, I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to say, look, I do say every time Winks plays, these sort of results end up happening. Although he has had a decent game today, but I just think he's just unlucky. Dark Song G says, to be honest, I'd rather see Mr. 33 than Easy Pass. Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree more, Dark Song G. I couldn't agree more. Big yourself up for all the sport. Everyone else that is watching, make sure you smash that like button, guys. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if you're new, and keep getting the support in from myself and Jack over here on the channel. It helps us create more and more new shows and everything else, guys, and it really is appreciated. Let's see what some of the Harris Army are saying. Shamu says, would love a 1-0 Spurs, but can't see it, lads. Yeah, I don't see it coming, Shamu. Victor HM says he pulled out the tackle too. Nothing was behind it. Joke of a ref. Yeah, John Moss, look, take off his top. There's a Palace jersey underneath, that's for sure. Rohin Kumar says it's not yellow. It's allowed to make a tackle.
Touch him.
David said Alex is getting hard. Go to GK Clarkey. It's all happened because we're so deep and allowing pressure. Yeah.
But this is the thing, though. I would say again with John Moss, like actually absurd, like as if we hadn't seen that challenge maybe 4, 6, 7, 8 times maybe in the first half from every Crystal Palace player, as if we hadn't seen the exact same challenge. And I love how soon he is, right, to just give the yellow right away, as if he hadn't seen a million exact copies of a challenge of like that, if not worse. Like probably seen a million worse challenges today than that, and that's the one he gives a yellow for, Dave.
Yeah, I know. Especially some of the ones he let go in the first half. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But look, with how heated Tanganga was on the Zaha thing, look, the next challenge he was always going to make, he was always going to have to try and keep his cool because the referee knows he's already animated and stuff like that. Look, he'll learn from the experience. He's going to miss Chelsea. Look, it's just disappointing. But look, it is what it is, right? We're down to 10 men now. We're just going to have to try and get on the ball, start keeping possession, and just start trying to create some touches, some chances. Harry Kane's going to have to start coming deep.
What do you guys think of Emerson? Because he hasn't looked that great, to be honest, this match.
He hasn't looked necessarily too great offensively, but it's not like maybe Zaha is also at the same time created too much. It's not like Zaha, I would say, has had a field day. I think Conor Gallagher has been the one that's really just been running us up and down up the pitch. Course, so what I would say, Danny, it's not like been a spectacular performance, but defensively, I don't think he's actually been that poor. I think he's actually been pretty solid defensively. It's just going forward, he has been quite poor, actually.
Yeah.
Tommy,
so it's kind of like, it goes both ways.
Actually, do you know what? I actually don't agree with that because from what I've seen defensively, he's looked a bit. He's looked a bit like he's getting too tight to the man, and it's like he's not anticipating what could happen. Like that one where Zaha completely just threw him on the floor in the first half, where he got really tight. The ball came across him on over the top, and he went for it. He didn't get it, and then Zaha got the ball, and then he just literally kind of fumbled. Literally completely went for the floor.
Like this idiot playing. There's no one around him, and he just puts it out to play. Jesus Christ, we're down to 10 men. Do something.
I know, David. I know.
Jesus Christ, there's no one around him. What's he panicking for? Tommy Thompson says, new subscriber. Cheers, big up Tommy Thompson. Sorry, I just don't understand what he's doing. There's no one around him.
Oh my God, John! I swear to God,
shit.
Two super chats here just to get to.
Dax
G says back five of Reggie, Rodon, Romero, Sanchez, and Royal for Chelsea. If we get a 1-0 win, it will be so satisfying. Look, 100%. I just look.
No one just see that. Just John Moss. Literally, no one made contact with Conor Gallagher there as well. That's just John Moss has just been absolutely atrocious.
I don't know how he got a second yellow for that challenge. He didn't even touch him.
But not even kidding. Gallagher right there. Gallagher pulled a full. I mean, it was just again like it's impressive. They put 2-footed challenges in this, and then they get falling down from a feather. It's really impressive. John Moss is falling for all of it. He really is falling for all of it.
Can I ask you guys a question, right? I'm not being funny, but
let me run through these two super chats. Dark Song G says back five of Reggie, Rodon, Romero, Sanchez, and Royal for Chelsea. If we get a 1-0 win, it would be so satisfying. Yeah, 100%. It would be really satisfying if we do get that win against Chelsea. Look, I do want the win today as well. I just pray for that one chance. That's all I pray for. Just that one chance. Dark Song G. But look, with Chelsea coming around, look, we will have Romero and Sanchez back, and I agree with you. I would go with a 5 across the back against them. That's for sure.
Too.
Big up there. 7 of the back against them, man. We're going to need like the whole team playing behind the ball.
One second, Danny. Just let's get through these super chats, my man. 100% Dark Song G. Big yourself up, my man. And we have William Kelly says defensive. Whatever you do, don't lose it. Danny, what would you say to William Kelly?
Yeah, I think at the moment that's the way we're going to have to play because we can't even get in their half. Like it's all in our half. So I agree with him. I think William Kelly's
what a block.
On. And the problem is we keep losing the ball. We can't keep possession, and that's been our problem for the last 2 years. We struggle to keep the ball. I mean, just pointless passes.
What a block by Dele Alli!
What a block by Dele.
Dele Alli just putting his body on the line. What a block!
Yeah, that was impressive.
Should that be a free kick to Tottenham up the other end? Just bundling Kane over like that? How many more times did we let it happen?
It was Lucas there, yeah, Dave.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Dave. I mean, I don't know. John hasn't given us anything. That's what's hilarious. And I swear, if he gives this, okay, God, John, I was about to again buy that ticket because I really am.
Don't you think Lloris's distribution has been unnormally really good today?
It's been really bad today.
No, like what I'm saying is like not good in the sense where he's getting his man, good in the sense where he's actually hitting it up the field. Like because normally he can't. He's rubbish at it.
Well, he's only done that since he's got Dyer injured. He can't afford any more casualty passes.
Yeah, true.
I think it's actually been poor because I think he's had good distribution in other games. Like he's been distributing more than he ever has, and I think we saw it in all the other matches. I would actually say this has been his worst because there have been a few where even on goal kicks, there's that one he had a goal kick and he mishit it right to MacArthur in the middle of the field. So I would actually disagree there. I think it's been his worst.
Big up, William Kelly. Really do appreciate that super chat, my man. Top man. Really appreciate it. Everyone else, keep smashing that like button. Keep smashing that subscribe button on the big push for 5K. And keep getting the super chats in to help support the channel, guys. What's the story? He says, Reggie is playing bad today. Yeah, he has been bad, to be fair. Skunkwork says, Jesus Christ, at least replace Dele with Hill. Look, I want to get Hill on at this stage. I don't care. I want to go for the game. I'm not selling for a point here. Catman Jess says, Gallagher goes down like a 5-year-old playing in a Sunday League game. Dive. Yeah, it doesn't help that you have a 70-year-old man who looks like he's about to have a heart attack because he can't keep up with playing John Moss and he's just blowing the whistle every time he's colourblind as well. Sean Snow says, oh my God, there's no outlet to release the pressure. No, none whatsoever. Geeks says, way too negative.
Dele Alli must be absolutely, I mean, I feel for Dele here. I really do feel for Dele here. It's every single time he's just trying to put in a defensive effort, put in a challenge. The Crystal Palace players go down before he even gets to them, and John Moss is just calling it every time. I really do feel bad for Dele, especially after that Conor Gallagher free kick, and now this one with Ayew. It's just getting, David, I'm not kidding. It's not a joke anymore. We're trying to be funny about it, Dave, but it's actually it's causing me pain watching John Moss do this.
I'll tell you one thing, right? I get that what you're saying about Dele Alli, but let's be real, right? Dele Alli has been shocking today. He's had one or two good moments, right? But he's supposed to be. He started on the left wing, right? He's supposed to be an attacking outlet. He's done nothing right all game apart from that block that we saw not long ago, and a few things that he's been doing. But other than that, he's done nothing. He's not good enough. And that's the
defensive Dele seems to be the better Dele at the moment. And the creative Dele is not there.
You've got if Dele is defensive, then why are you playing him in a left wing role? Why is he not playing in the centre mid? Why is Winks starting? He's got Højbjerg Winks who started the match, right? With Højbjerg Winks and Skip, right? They're all defensive players. Well, Skip is a nothing player anyway, so he already 10 men on the pitch when Winks starts. So why not put Dele Alli in the centre mid, right? And then have someone, at least some sort of attacking outlet, like Hill on the left, at least someone who's going to run at them and he's got a bit of spark to them. It's just we've had one shot all on target the whole game. It's ridiculous. Crystal Palace have had like what, 5, 6, 7?
They haven't had too many shots on target, but yeah, they've had a lot of chances that they've blown over the bar or kind of hit wide and whatnot. Good chances. They've had some decent chances as well. No, absolutely, no, completely agree.
William Kelly with the super chat says, if it was me, I'd take Kane and Dele off and bring on Gill and Scarlett. Look, I would do something anyway to change it because it's not working. Look, Kane has been anonymous. I just hope he has one of them wonder strikes in him like he did during the week for England. Again, anonymous, but still scored a wonder strike. I hope he has one of them 30-yarders in him. We need one today. And look, I still don't understand why Brian Hill still hasn't been brought on. I still don't understand it. This is infuriating me. How are you not getting them on? You need creative players. Get them on. It should have been done before even Tanganga got sent off. So I'm not even taking the red card as an excuse for not making that change because it should have been done earlier.
Do you know why, Dave? Do you know why? Because he's not going for the win. He's going for the draw. He doesn't want to lose this game. That's why.
Yeah, well, now that we're down to 10 men, it does look like he's going for the draw. But I still want to see Brian Hill. And
so do I. One attempt. There you go. 12. They've had 12 attempts. They've had one on target. We've had one attempt, one on target.
Yeah, shocking. Shocking.
Against Crystal Palace.
William Kelly, I wouldn't mind seeing Scarlett get a run out either, my man. Big yourself up. Wayne Bonner says, is Kane actually playing? Still no creativity. Yeah, he's playing. He has done absolutely fuck all. I'll be honest with you, I'm pissed. I was expecting a big game from him today. Look, everyone else has got us the wins and over the line in the last 3 games. I wanted him to come out and dig deep now that we have injuries and get us that win. He's been absolutely MIA, missing in action. It's shocking. It's shocking. It's like he's on the latest Harry Potter doing all these spells and Harry, Spellianus, Harry Canis, go missing this. And, he's just gone missing. It's a joke. Wayne Bonner says, never a second yellow for Jaffet. Yeah, look, harsh, but because he was already answered up, the referee he was always going to do it. He was always going to do it when Tanganga jumped in the next few minutes after it. He was just waiting for it. John Moss has been on their side all game long. He was just waiting for that moment to send them off. He's been on Palace's side all along. Look, no one wants Tottenham being top of the league. I just want to get there. I want to put on the balaclava, snatch this win and get out here and forget about this game and move on to the next one. That's what I want to do at this point because it's been absolutely shocking. Yeah. This is shocking. But big up, Wayne Bonner. I really appreciate the support, my man. You're a top man. And Daryl Denton says Harry the new Chuck is the new Chuck Norris. Tommy Thompson is saying Chelsea is going to throw us a beating. Yeah, like this, who probably will. Crystal Palace on the attack. Wilfred Zaha skipping through some players, and Greedy takes a shot and just pings it off 2 players. Risky Eye says if we are looking for counter-attackers, Kane is toothless with his pace. Yeah, it's just been shocking. It's just been very, very poor. It's a hard game to watch. It's a hard one to take as well. You know, he should be out here performing. There's no excuse for it. No excuse for it whatsoever. And William Kelly says, David, it's because Nuno is defensive and is not going to change. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Reggie. Wow, Reggie just saved us there.
That was good. Well, actually, when you look at it, right, the ball started to spin slightly outwards, but that was a brilliant defensive clearance, though, because that could have gone to Conor Gallagher. He could have just got that in.
Oh, that was a great play by Reguilon there.
That's an impressive clearance.
He could have easily scored an OG and hit the roof of the net there. What a clearance, Jack.
Considering Dave, he scored the best ever own goal I've ever seen. I mean, what a finish still to this day. But honestly, that just showed. I mean, unbelievable clearance. That is actually quite skilled. That takes a lot of concentration as well.
Yeah.
This is a game where you know you're missing some speed. Like, we need some speed in attack. Like, we're missing Son a lot. And we're just missing like someone who's just going to run at players.
We have Lucas to do that. We have Lucas there to be doing that.
True, but he hasn't.
Good save.
Ref.
Well done. Skippy trying to get Dele Alli in behind.
Dele doesn't have the pace either.
Oh, no, he's just chasing lost shadows. He's just chasing shadows. Honestly, Nuno, for me, look, he needs to make changes. He's going in the last 20 minutes of the game. He has to make changes now. He has to look at changes something up front. It's not working. It's not working. It's simple as that. He has to look for something now. And another ball across the box from Conor Gallagher.
Penalty. Give it a penalty. Ben Davies handballed it. Oh my God, what a fucking idiot.
Of course it's him. Of course it's him.
Ben Davies. Alex, Ben Davies is shit.
Of course it's him. Let's see what happens here. Conor Gallagher.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at his arm, David. Look where his arm is.
Oh my God. What is he doing?
What is he doing? It's like he was showing him, like, hit this arm. Hey, hit this one right here. Put it out in front of you.
Oh my God.
Guys, and people say this guy is good enough for backup. It's shit like this that pisses me off. Every other player, the hand is behind the back. Ben Davies throws his arm out like that. Go on, go down this way, mate.
He's a fucking idiot. He can't play football.
Jesus, he is brain dead. And the thing is, it's not even the football ability that's let him down here right now. It's literally his brain dead IQ with a player that I keep talking about when it comes to these players.
No one listens, David.
It's the football intelligence. Every other footballer gets the arm down behind the back or down by the side. What does Ben Davies do? I'm going to throw mine out there. What an absolute buffoon. I'm sick of this. Come on, Hugo. Come on, Hugo.
This is pathetic, man.
Come on, Hugo. Come on, Hugo, please. Please, Hugo. Oh, piss off.
Yeah,
Wilfred Zaha as well.
Easy.
Piss off. Jesus Christ. Oh, this referee. Look, as much as the referee has been shit, look, we've been shit too.
Yep.
We've been shit too as well. Look, it's not.
Look, let's be real. Let's be real, Dave. We don't deserve anything from this game. We don't deserve anything from this game. We really don't.
We don't. William Kelly with the super chat says it's clear we are missing Son so much. Yeah. Look, we are. But look, one player being out shouldn't make that much of it. I know he's a class player and he's a quality player. We should still be beating these. I'm sick of it. Look, Nuno's bottled it as well with team selection. I'm not being funny, right? I know he's not at fault today, but it just seems to be every time he plays in a Tottenham jersey, we lose, right? But why is he starting Harry Winks? And not giving Brian Hill a shot out left and playing Dele Alli in midfielder. He fucked it up from the team selection.
Yep.
He fucked it up from the team selection.
Yep.
You know, when we don't have Harry Winks in midfield, we win the battles. When you have him in there, we lose the battles. It doesn't help that Dyer came off injured. Doesn't help, of course, that Tanganga got sending off. But what is going on? What is going on? It was bought from the team selection. He bottled it from the changes from the bench as well. He's left everything far too late. And I'm sorry.
He's not even doing anything now, Dave, as well.
1 second. 1 second, lad. Look, the thing is, look, it's a joke. This is on him today, and it's on them players. They need to take a long, hard look at themselves. Anytime they get a chance to put themselves nicely ahead, like last season, up until October, November, they balled it. The pressure gets too much. But look, this one is on Nuno's from the very start. Then Ben Davies doing that stupid idiotic thing as well. Absolute joke. But sorry, Danny, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say the same thing, man. We've just looked what I just can't understand why Nuno is selecting Winks and Dele Alli to play left wing. I mean, you've got an actual winger in your team, and you play Dele Alli, who doesn't really play on the wing, in an attacking wing position. It makes no sense. And why would you play? Come on, you can't be that thick, right, to see that Winks has got no creativity whatsoever. Why would you play 3 of those type of midfielders in the midfield? Winks offers nothing anyway, right? Everyone knows this. People who don't know that, they've got to be like, they need to get some glasses or something, because they need to see what's actually in front of them. But I mean, look, Ndombele hasn't even had a chance to come on, not even for like 10 minutes. It's just, I would put Brian Hill on just now, like just fucking chuck him on there, just try and do something. Because Harry Kane has been he's just been anonymous today because no one's given him the ball.
And the thing is, look, I know people are going to say it's squad depth. We didn't do enough in the window. But it's not the case, because these things keep happening. Every time we have a chance to do something, the same thing keeps happening. We lose when we have a chance to do something. It's a sickener. We just have a super chat here from Paul Markey. Big up, Paul Markey. He says, we lost control in the midfield selection from the start. Winks shouldn't even be allowed to carry the water bottles. Ali, very, very poor. Ali's been absolutely dog shit today. Spot on comment. Absolutely spot on. Jack, have you anything to say, my man?
There hasn't really been anybody, David. There hasn't been anybody that really honestly deserves any praise or any credit, I would say. Really nothing. Like, especially going forward as well. It really has been honestly quite dismal. Dele Alli, we had him as our key player because he's been so fantastic for us defensively. But now, David, we were saying he needs to be the key player because we need the creative side of Dele to come for this game. We need the goal-scoring Dele to come for this game, and it hasn't. It's honestly been, if not maybe, it's been the worst version of a lot of our players, of what I would say today. It's been the worst version of a lot of our players. It's probably even in the Nuno team selection. I think you're right. I think it is fair to criticize Nuno for it. It is quite shocking what he went for. As well, considering, we were saying with the winger for Brian Hill, like we're just desperately asking for some pace, desperately asking for a winner. And Brian Hill has always been on the bench and we haven't used him. So honestly, I am quite disappointed.
It's so frustrating. Why is it right that all the fans can see this? All the fans can see people like the wing shouldn't start. People like Dele Alli shouldn't play left wing. And people know that Brian Hill is on the bench and he can affect this game in some capacity or another, more than what the players on the pitch are doing. Why is it all of us can see it, but the managers can't see it? I don't understand it.
I don't either, Danny. I don't know. Look, we lost it from the start. Yeah. And look, I've said this yesterday. If the guy plays, and I said this last night, again, I don't want to be proven right, but I'm just sick of it. Yeah. I'm just fed up with it. Honestly. But big up Paul Markey. I really appreciate the super chat. Another 2 to get through here. Danny, William Kelly says, I didn't want to say much about Nuno from the first couple of matches, but I think this guy is way too defensive, and we are in for a long season. What's your thoughts on that, Danny?
Do you know what, Will? I do agree with that, right? Because what I've seen so far, I know he said, look, we need our players. We need all of our players there. And he has talked about this. We're trying to build this kind of this style and this philosophy. But look, from what I've seen so far, it just looks like he's going to go into games exactly how he's been going into games in the Premier League last season as well with Wolves, which is kind of be a bit more precautious, a bit more defensive, kind of try and hit teams on the counter. And he's gone with a team today, which it's just not good enough as a team. There's just no creativity whatsoever. So I don't know what he expected to get from that team selection. And I agree, Will, man, because I think
Lucas had his own shoe tackled off of him. He had his own shoe tackled off.
I think we are going to be in for a long season. I really do. I think I can't see us like playing this really sort of aggressive, fast-paced, attacking-styled football. I just can't see it. I think we might do it in the odd game here and there, but I just think the players also are still not to the standard we need to play that kind of football as well.
But you know what? Look, there's been no attacking movement up front either. You know, there's been nothing down the left, nothing down the right. Harry Kane's offered jack shit. You know what I mean? The attacking movement has been non-existent as well. It's been absolutely shocking, and it really hasn't helped our cause today. You know, at the end of the day, we need them to get their asses moving as well to try and take the pressure off the back.
There's no movement.
And off the midfield, and they've done absolutely nothing. But big up William Kelly. Really appreciate the support, my man. Dark Song G, Jack, he says, this is why we need John White or Devine. I think, or John.
Or Harvey White, or Niall John, Harvey White, or Devine. Yeah, Harvey White definitely would have done a much better job than some of these players today. I do think he at least would have fought for the badge a bit more. But I will say, I know we don't deserve anything from this game, but you can really tell how frustrated the players have been. They've been getting hacked all game. Even Lucas just now never complains to a ref. You never see Lucas ever complain. And he threw the ball on the ground, got a yellow card for it, had his own shoe taken off of him, and John Moss was giving a free kick the other way. I think that that challenge on Lucas was practically the story of the game. That is the story of the game. As much as we can't, you can't blame the ref for everything, but I really do feel like he has made it almost impossible in certain parts for us to be able to win this game.
Jack, can I just add, right? It's now, 80?
Not saying we deserve to win this game, but for us to be losing this game, it's like John Moss has certainly made it really hard for us to even get back into this game.
He's like David said, he's got a Palace shirt underneath. 100%. He's got a Palace shirt underneath.
And that's not joking. It's really not joking. I'm not kidding. Like you never see Lucas complain. You never see Lucas get upset with refs. You never see him throw the ball on the ground in the way that he did.
Edouard is coming on. Edouard's coming on, right? And Brian Hill is apparently set to come on as well. It's 83 minutes, Brian Hill. So 83 minutes, and Edouard's just come on.
It's a joke. Yeah, this is a joke. I'm fuming after this, but big up Dark Zone G. Really appreciate the support.
Oh my God. Look at Zaha. Look at Zaha. Oh my God. Edouard, first touch. He scored.
No
my
way.
God, he scored. First touch. His first touch, he scored.
Fuck.
Oh. Wow. His first touch, he scored. Ben Davis. Look at Ben Davis. Watch Ben Davis. Watch Ben Davis defending. Look. Ben Davis. He didn't get close to his man. He just stood there.
Wait for it.
Look. Ben Davis.
Yeah, no. What are you sitting there? You should have made substitutions about an hour ago. Why are you sitting there looking, pondering? Piss off. Oh, he's bullied there. Who got bullied there? Roden got bullied there. Shouldn't have been bullied. Emerson out of position. Zaha, simple. Edouard. Oh, Lord.
This is brilliant. This is
shocking. Oh, what is Ben Davies doing? Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, I know.
How's he getting? The ball hasn't even gotten there yet. He's already spun.
Jack, he hasn't even moved the ball. And Ben Davies is hopping around like he's on a pole left and right. And he didn't even move the ball. The ball stood in one. What is he doing?
How's it go through his legs there as well? How does he still get? How's that go through his legs?
Davis comes on, and we can see 2 goals as soon as Davis comes on. He comes on, and we can see 2 goals.
We're getting turned over.
Brilliant.
By Crystal Palace. They haven't bet us in 12 away games. We're getting turned over by Palace, man. Wayne Bonner says, I can see fans turning on Nuno for this shit. Look, I'm not turning on him, but this shit isn't good enough. Look, he got the subs wrong. He got the starting lineup wrong. And look, at the end of the day, he got the tactics wrong. We need to sort out this creativity problem. Just give me 1 minute, Danny. I just need to get in a few comments here from the Harris Army as well, my man. But Wayne Bonner, it's shocking. It's shocking. I can't believe I got out of bed early for this crap today. I really can't. I feel sorry for you Worldwide fans watching at awkward times. I really do. Let's take a few comments. Big up Wayne Bonner. Appreciate that. Clarkey says, I'd rather put Højbjerg at centre-back than Davies. Yeah, but some people still say he's a good backup. Lappers 82, we can't just blame Davies for this. The whole team's been shocking. No, look, the whole team's been bad, but the thing is, when Ben Davies came on, Lappers, he gave away the penalty. When he's having his arms out like that, like he's ready to hug him. What are you doing? It's stupid. And then the second one, Zaha hasn't even moved the ball, and he's coming out going like this left and right. It's just shocking defending. At the end of the day, 2 goals, since he's come on. Look, obviously the sending off, injury to Dyer, it hasn't helped, but look, I don't know what the guy's doing. Look, it's just a tough one to take. Brad says this isn't on Nuno. He didn't have much to play with. All our creative players are out before the game. Look, he has Brian Hill. He didn't use him. He hasn't used him.
Ndombele's sitting on the bench. Why is Ndombele not playing? I'd rather Ndombele started than Winks start. Winks offers nothing, and I keep saying this.
Keith Hicks says Irish Hotspur sounds like Cartman from South Park when he's pissed. Didn't know that. Appreciate that. Cuba 99, this is progress. For fuck's sake, we're showing how we can bring our conference away form to the Prem. Felix Mourinho will laugh watching this at this time at his home while drinking tea and coffee. Look, the thing is, certain players played in the Pacos game, Davies and Winks. We lost. Certain players made appearances today. We lost.
Yep.
Look, I'm just going to say, work it out for yourself. Just work it out for yourself. THSC for life. David, you say Nuno got it wrong. Can't he see it and change it?
Yeah.
He definitely got it wrong. Definitely got team selection wrong, got tactics wrong. I think everybody got everything wrong. There's not a single person that did anything necessarily right. This game is what I would say.
The thing is, though, it's the same players that Nuno is saying he's giving everyone a chance. But this is the thing that I worried about more than anything was that not to say I wanted Mourinho, right? But Mourinho knew who the shit players were in his team, right? He knew who needed to go. And if I was Spurs, I would have tried to get rid of even more of those kind of players. Like, I would rather have kept Lamela and sold Dele Alli. I'm not even joking.
Yeah. Dark Song G says the subs were not his fault. Dyer red card. Dyer, the injury, the red card, bad luck. Yeah. No, look, 100%. Look, but the thing is, Brian Hill is on him. You could see the game wasn't working. You could see Palace were just running at us. You have to make a change if it's not working in the forward areas or in midfield to try and do something a bit different, to try and get on the ball to alleviate the pressure. Look, when it comes to likes of Ben Davies, look, that's on him. He was forced to make that substitution, but it comes to that, it's on Ben Davies after that. He wants the game time. It's up to him to take the game time. He hasn't done it, but big up Dark Sun G. Really appreciate the support, my man. Who else have we got here?
Dark Sun G, absolute legend. Dark Sun G, I'm sorry that this has happened. Seeing Mr. Anonymous and Winksy like this, Dark Sun G must be an absolute pain. I really do apologize, Dark Sun G.
It must be killing them. Governed says, and we have Chelsea next. God help us. Yeah, look, it's I'm not looking forward to that. I'll be honest with you, Gov. But really appreciate the support. What's the story? Says 2 managers. One has the balls to go for it. Nuno needs to get his head out his arse. Yeah, look, he should have. Look, he bottled it from the start playing Winks. I know it's all great. A manager coming in saying, I'm going to give everyone a chance. Just look, if you keep producing the same results and the same results keep happening when some of these guys keep playing, well, like when you're a manager coming into this club, surely you must be looking at it and saying, okay, well, some of these players, they've got the other manager sacked, these performances happening when these players, I'm just not trusting them because as a manager, you have a short career anyway. So, I'm just going to do my own thing and hopefully it works out. But look, it's a joke. William Kelly says, this guy is not the manager for our club. Guys, and it's not because we are losing. It's zero creativity. Jack, what would you say to that?
It has been zero creativity. And to be honest, William Kelly, it is partially the manager. I just think everyone's to blame. I don't think Nuno, though, is to blame more than others, to a degree. I know David made very good points about like how, you can't be giving chances to these players. We can't just give everybody a clean slate, but to be honest, for me with Nuno, I think he got everything wrong, but as well, like the players, even if they're set up, in the wrong system, some of these players still could have done a much better job than they have. Like seriously, especially the likes of Dele Alli, the way that Danny described it, like he's supposed to be playing a left wing. He's supposed to be playing like a goal scoring creative role, basically, at least a creative role. And he wasn't doing anything. He was still practically playing the same position that he was, in the other games in the central midfield. He wasn't playing on the left wing. Maybe right. He's supposed to be playing that number 10, maybe behind Lucas and Kane. He was, but honestly, nothing. As well as Harry Kane, though, you have to admit, like the Don we said was someone that needed to show up for this game to actually, meet the standard of the other players, David, because the other players have brought us to this stage of 9 points, right? And you were thinking, a lot of these players that were going to be selected today needed to meet that bar, needed to meet that standard that was set before them. Harry Kane, Dele Alli, Emerson, Ben Davies, of course, Winks. I mean, to be honest, they've all been just shocking. All been shocking. The only reason as well, David, I would say is Hotspur also hasn't necessarily done too much either, but maybe I don't even know if you can give even somebody that above
Oh,
a
Lord.
6. I don't even know if you can give somebody above a 6.
Oh, my God. Was that Ben Davis again?
That was Ben. That literally was.
Ben. Of course it's Ben. Jesus. That's it. Just start shoulder barging people. We should have done that about half an hour ago. But big up, William Kelly. Really appreciate the support, my man.
That's a good comment, though, too, William. William, I think that's a great comment. I do think that's a great comment.
Yeah. Joe says, get Davies out of my club. Nuno selection cost us. Yeah, the Ben Davies, get him gone.
Out more than Winks. I'm not even kidding. Winks at least played a better game than Ben Davies did. I'm not kidding. And that pains me to say.
Oh, my God. Look at this attack. Look at the two. We've got 2 defenders there. 2 defenders. Oh, my God. They're going to score, aren't they? Oh, my God. Edward scored another.
This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. Why can't when the fan comes around, people stand up and be counted? This is absolutely shocking. This is shocking. I hope every single one of them Spurs players are furious and hurting after this. I don't want to hear any excuses in the press. Every team has to deal with injuries. Every team deals with players out. I'm not having the excuses. At the end of the day, some of these players need to stand up and be counted. You still have Højbjerg out there, poor. Skip, poor. Kane, poor. Lucas, poor again. And look, so I'm not having these excuses, players. Some of these players now need to start standing up and being counted as well. This implosion can't be happening. Conor Gallagher, midfielder that me and Jack pointed out. You take him out, you take Palace out. You just let him run riot. And
he's just been doing whatever he wants the whole game.
We've given them too much space. We've given them too much space. I said it last night. I said we're not going to have a lot of space in this game, but I didn't expect Palace to have all this space. They've had fucking all the space in the world. They've just torn us apart.
They're toying with us. It's ridiculous. But big up, Joe. Really appreciate the support, my man. Dark Song G here with a super chat. It says, I hope Alice is watching this and crying a shame. No, look.
Yeah, Dark Song G. Honestly, it's not even like, as much as that was a fun episode now, I can't even watch that now. Like, that's not a joke anymore because I'm distraught. Like, I don't have words for this. This is embarrassing.
Destroyed. Absolutely.
I guess what Dark Song D is trying to say, you can't defend it anymore. And
no, it's not a joke anymore. It's not a joke. Honestly, you might, for opinions like that, might as well honestly be put in the mental hospital because those type of opinions now, well, honestly, you're deranged if you have opinions on Winks or Davies like that.
Yeah, 100%. And then just this super chat from Dara. He says, are people blind? This is on Nuno. Half-time, he should have changed it. Nuno can play attacking football, my arse. Look, he bottled the selection for before the game and he bottled it at half-time with the substitutions. Look, at the end of the day, you could see it with the game was crying out for someone like Brian Hill. Crying out for it. He didn't want to do it. And look, it's cost us today. It's cost us. Look, obviously, the injury to Dyer hasn't helped. Tanganga sending off hasn't helped, but at the end of the day, the whole thing today has just been a shambles from start to finish. And look, it's a hard one to take. It's a hard one to take. It's one we should be winning. Look, Harry Kane has done absolutely nothing today as well. Absolutely MIA. It's disappointing from top to bottom, from experienced players, from players that have been knocking the door looking for first team football, from selections, from even the physio trying to get Dyer off the pitch. It's just been an absolute shambles from start to finish. Referee has been a joke. It has finished 3-0 to Crystal Palace. Big up, Dara. Really appreciate the support. Just 2 more super chats to get to, guys, and we'll get you back in. Dark Song G says, our goal difference is back to 0. Stevie and Son come back. Yeah, look, it's just, get Sonny back as quick as, please. I can't bear to watch, that was shocking today. I couldn't agree more, Dark Song G. Wow. William Kelly says, I'm not trusting the process. Look, I'm going to call him out today. I do think he's been at fault with the team selection from the start, not making subs at half-time, not making subs early enough in the second half. I'm still going to put a bit of blind faith in him, to be honest with you. Look, I know we're all deflated and we're all pissed off. But look, I'm just going to see how we go over the next 2 games. But look, it's just sad because this is one I wanted to win. Going into Chelsea, going into Arsenal gives you a lot of confidence. Look, if we can't get up for a game against Palace, you know what I mean? Chelsea and Arsenal are going to be 10 times tougher. They're going to be up for it as well. They're going to be putting in worse challenges than what we've seen here today. And it's just disappointing all around, William Kelly. But look, my man, I really appreciate the support. It's just a disappointing one to take today. It's a hard one. Guys, there is 160 watching right now. Make sure you are smashing the like button on the stream. At least make it, even though we've been shit on the pitch, at least smash the like button, help out with the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. Make sure you smash the subscribe button if you're new. And the chat is flying, guys. I will try and get everybody's comments up. Do not worry about that. I will try and get everyone's comments up. I know not everyone can afford a super chat, but if you want to skip the queue, guys, super chat is the way to go. It is the way to go. And Dark Sung G in again with another super chat. And he says, Kane to Europa, Scarlet to the Premier League. We need to try.
Jesus, Dark Sung G.
What would you say to Dark Sung G?
Dark Sun G, just want to say, really do appreciate the support as well, Dark Sun G. I know you're absolutely in the mud, in the muck, just in your feelings like I am and David are. And so Dark Sun G, just hopefully, we can bounce back from this in the next match. Hopefully we can just lift our heads high maybe the next day. But this is going to be a rough day, Dark Sun G. I will say. But I hope you're keeping well. At least, Dark Sun G, at least I know, treat yourself after this with something, make yourself feel a little bit better, Dark Sun G.
Yeah,
and we do appreciate the support that you still give us, though, Dark Sun G. As much as this has been hard for us, we do hope that you've enjoyed the watch along. We hope that this is everything you wanted it to be, Dark Sun G, apart from the performance from the players. But yeah, Dark Sun G, we really do appreciate you. Kane to Europa, Scarlet to Premier League. I'm not going to make any. As I think we're going to criticize everybody that was on the pitch today, but I don't want to make any comments about not trusting the process, not trusting Nuno or anything. I think everybody has. Should be red in the face. I think everybody should be embarrassed by what they've done today, but I don't want to make, let's say overarching conclusions about what that might look like in the future. I'm just going to say this was a really, really bad day, Dave.
Yeah, it is. It's a very bad day.
I know that might be, I don't know if that's glass half full or anything. I honestly couldn't care. I just don't want to be somebody that then is just going to carry this negativity into the next game. I am going to be absolutely distraught today. I'm not going to be feeling well, but I will tell you, I'm not going to make, this game and then just make conclusions saying Nuno isn't up for it. Harry Kane can't play in the Prem, things like that. But Dark Sun G, I see where you're coming from. I still see where you're coming from. And it's honestly a little bit good banter as well. Put a little bit of smile on my face as well. Yeah.
Big up Dark Sun G. Make sure you go and get some food now as well. Make sure you go and eat now, my man. Faz Radfar says this game was more important than Chelsea. Look, it was very important going into the Chelsea game. We needed the points. We needed the points going into the Chelsea game. We needed it for momentum and everything else in between that. We just needed to keep building momentum. Today is a real crash down to reality. It's just a shambles. William Kelly with the super chat says there was fans complaining about the same thing about Nuno last year, not changing up when needed. Danny, what would you say to William? Is he correct there? Oh, I think Danny's frozen. Not sure. Yeah, Jack. So William Kelly, he says, look, Wolves fans complained about the same thing about Nuno last year, not changing up when needed. What would you say?
Yeah. It could be true. It could be something that maybe Nuno is carrying over. But yet again, I would like to say, I don't want to make too many overarching conclusions at the moment. I think we're all a bit emotional at the moment. We're all kind of, maybe not in the most, let's say, logical state right now. And I think that's totally acceptable. But again, I don't want to make any huge digs or jabs or anything at Nuno so far. I am embarrassed. I think he's actually, to a degree, lost, a bit of the credit that we were all giving him, before. Considering this performance. But again, am I going to, I can't just, take the elevator all the way up to the top floor, Dave, and then just bring it all the way down again. It just seems a bit crazy to do that. And I understand, though, that people feel that way. But all I'm going to say is I think everybody got everything wrong today. It just, no one can hold their heads high after today. And, a few days time from now, I'm just going to try to forget it and just go into the next one with a bit more of a clean slate. I think it's probably a bit naive to go into it with a bit of a clean slate, but just helps my own, kind of confidence in the players, confidence in the manager. There only been so many games as well, so I don't want to, make conclusions about what the rest of the season is going to look like. Again, it's only been 4 games, but everybody, it's been embarrassing. There's nobody that can hold their head high.
No,
but Wolves fans, I mean, it's something that possibly could be carrying over. It could be true. William, but again, I don't want to maybe give any truth to it. But again, William, probably a lot of people would agree with you, though.
Yeah, 100%. Big up, William. Another great super chat, my man. Really appreciate
your support as well, William. We do appreciate your support. We hope you enjoyed this watch along as well, William. We do hope you enjoyed it.
We do. We have another couple of super chats to get to here. Jerome says, if this is how Nuno is going to make us proud, I am not impressed at all. But that was embarrassing. Same defensive crap football, nothing has changed. Look, I was expecting, like, you know, first look, I get it. I know we have injuries, but like I said, we can't keep using that excuse. Everyone gets injuries. We still have to find a way to be able to get on the ball and just even move the ball side to side, or, you know, keep ball for 10, 15 minutes. We couldn't even do that. We couldn't build any sustained pressure in their third, moving the ball side to side, trying to dislodge a few things. Couldn't even do that. It's just this crap, long ball up. Let's see if we can get Lucas to run at it. Kane, it doesn't suit Kane whatsoever. It's not getting him into the game. Kane was shit today too. I don't know what was happening out on the left. Joe Ward, this is what pisses me off, Jack. Joe Ward is shit. Anderson has been shit so far for Palace, right? That's the side that we needed to go and score. That's the side we would have got good tries and goals from. And he puts fucking Dele Alli out there. I'm sorry, but that's just shocking. You know, what more do you want, right? You have your midfield available to you, your three midfield that have been working so well, turning over ball in there. You bring in Brian Gill onto the left, let him get on the ball, start letting him, keep possession and rotating the play, doing what he done against Pacos de Ferreira. And he didn't do it. We played Winks there, put Dele Alli, we played Winks in midfield, put Dele Alli out there, and then this shit ended up happening today. It's shocking. He has to take blame. But Jerome, I really appreciate that, my man. It is defensive crap. I'm sick of it. I'm fed up with it now.
It is, Jerome. It is the way we set up. We set up with three defensive midfielders, basically, in a midfield three. It doesn't make sense. And none of those midfielders, apart from Hojbjerg, are box to box, as well. Jerome, I agree with you. The selection by Nuno was atrocious. The player selection, personnel selection is despicable. But I would say defensive crap football. Yes, it has been, especially this game. It's been different, I would say, I don't know. It's hard to say. It really is hard to say. We have struggled, though, against these teams. We have struggled against Wolves. We have struggled a bit against Crystal Palace and Watford now. We maybe do kind of struggle against these sort of teams. Maybe we are going to be better against the bigger teams. David said that before, Jerome, that we actually might play better games against the likes of Chelsea. We actually, weirdly, could get better points from those, but I don't know, Jerome. I think you might be onto something. You might be onto something where we are playing very just horrible defensive football against teams that we shouldn't be doing it against, teams that we can't be playing defensive football against. So, Jerome, I think a lot of people would agree with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Jerome. Appreciate that. We have another couple of super chats just to fly through here. And then I do want to get Philip's thoughts on the game as well. And there is a lot of people watching right now, guys. Make sure you are smashing that like button, the subscribe button if you're new. I know it's not the day, to be up and jolly, but at least help out a Spurs fan. Why not? And why not send in a super chat or two? It does help you skip the queue when it is flying like this. It is off the charts right now. A lot of unhappy Spurs fans. Philip Brady, look, we may as well actually let him explain his own super chat here. He says, very worried at Nuno's lack of reaction to the situation. We found ourselves, it didn't help, and sad to see Harry Kane's mind is elsewhere. Philip, look, you can explain it in greater detail, but I do appreciate the super chat, my man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I said the score would be 3-0, but I thought it'd be the other way around. But, yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say. I really do not know. That was abject. It was spineless. It was lacking in creativity, ideas, spirit. Palace fought for every ball there. Every single. In fact, one thing I noticed, there was about 3 occasions when the ball was about to go out over the touchline for a throw-in, and they fought to keep it in.
Yeah,
That summed up their attitude to the whole game. They wanted that ball in play all the time. I mean, okay, we were unfortunate losing Dyer early on. That threw the balance of the team off, although Roden did very well when he came on. The Tanganga incident, unfortunate. It was a ball he had to go for. He didn't make contact with the player, as the replay showed, but John Moss. But what I didn't like about it, John Moss was smiling as he took out the yellow card. I mean, to me, that is an absolute. Well, he's always been a pathetic referee anyway, but he just showed his true colours there today.
Oh, he was. I honestly, he might actually. He's top of the list. After that, I've never seen a more one-sided refereeing performance, I will say, Philip. And Philip, I want to get your thoughts on this. As much as I've been, berating the ref today, I don't think we deserved, as much as he hurt us, I don't think we still deserved the win. But do you feel like he made it impossible practically for us to even equalize at a certain point?
Put it like this. If he'd have stopped play when Lucas Moura was injured, but looked like badly injured in the second half, he didn't. He let play go on, and Palace got the sending off from it. I'll say, Tanganga and Zaha had the spat. There was a few occasions where Spurs was sat up on the pitch looking at him, him letting the play go on when they've been definitely fouled. That happened at least 3 times during the match.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't.
And players
I don't
that
mind.
you normally see don't complain actually as well. I saw Højbjerg at one point just throw his hands up at the guy and just
at this stage they said, "What's the point?" I mean, what's the point?
They felt,
I mean,
you could tell they felt that way, Philip. Actually, I do want to go further into this because then Lucas, as you were saying, there was one point where then Lucas, I've never seen him do what he did. He threw the ball onto the floor.
And
his own shoe was taking him up, and he got booked for it as well, which I also thought was atrocious because that's someone who I've never seen speak to a ref like that before. I've never seen Lucas raise his voice. Never, even when he gets taken out by 4 players of the opposing team, you don't even see him raise his hand or anything. He's honestly the most polite person on the pitch, and the way he reacted just absolutely showed how they're probably feeling towards Maz.
Listen, we didn't even deserve to get a cup of tea at half time out of that match.
Yeah,
let's face it, we were crap. But it's compounded by a refereeing performance that contributed to the players' frustration, if you like.
Yeah.
I mean, Lucas Moura's incident there summed it all up. I mean, he was fouled. It wasn't given. He just reacted, as most people would do. He bounces the ball on the ground in frustration, and he gets booked for it. Whereas up the other, I noticed another tackle up the end where Zaha left his boot in on, I think it was on Royale or Emerson at the end. Now, technically, it should have been another yellow card, but no, Moss just waves play on.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm not making the referee as an excuse, but it does help to have a referee that actually referees both sides of the pitch, not just one.
Yeah.
Well, even when we had those chances, like you were saying, Phil, like moments where it could have been a free kick at the top of the box, moments where, potentially could have been a really good free kick, to whip a ball in, or even to have a shot on goal, or even just a corner, for Christ's sake, you might say. It's just moments where we probably, I know we would have had to have stolen this game. That if we were to get anything out of this game, I agree with you, it would have been totally stolen. If we wouldn't have deserved it. But that's what I guess we're trying to say here is that he made it impossible for us to even steal this game away from them.
Yeah, he did.
But then Brian Hill should have been brought on. Even when we went 2-0 down, he should have been brought on for Dele Alli.
Yep.
Because, Dele Alli did absolutely nothing today. Absolutely zilch. And I'm sorry to say that because I'm a big advocate for Dele Alli. Højbjerg, I think, it wasn't one of his more productive games either. I don't think there's one player in that team today. Bar maybe, I think Joe Rodon played well when he came on. He made a fantastic block there in the second half to stop Gallagher scoring.
Yeah.
He played okay. But apart from that, I'm sorry, but Harry Kane worries me very, very much. Harry Kane, I thought he'd come back from the World Cup matches.
Just hold that thought. Just hold them thoughts on Harry Kane, Philip. I do actually want to go on to that in a minute. There is a lot of super chats here, so we are going to fly through them. So look, we'll get answers off each of you for them. Just quick answers on each of them. Dark Song G says, Jack, Mr. Easy Pass is a bad influence in my in many ways. She made Tanguy a bench player. When he plays, we are toothless. West Ham, everything he plays, own goal, and now a red card.
Yeah, he's been a bad influence, and it's probably not a coincidence that you would say, like David was saying earlier, the game we lost against Pashos, Ben Davies and Winks on the pitch, and then the same in this scenario where Ben Davies comes on, practically turns the game from 0-0 to 2-0 within a clap of his hands. But as well, Winksy, it's not a coincidence at this stage, Dark Sun G. It's not a coincidence anymore. These players absolutely, they contribute maybe to the mentality before the game. Maybe they make it, harder for the teammate, for everybody to pump each other up, to maybe understand their roles or what they need to do. It's also possible that it's just their own quality on the ball and everything alone hurts the team. But I'm also just thinking it is their mentality, maybe even going into the games, especially Ben Davies did not seem ready to come onto the pitch as well. It just shows, imagine being paid this much money a week, Dark Sun G, and you can't be asked, to be coming on and make a change. Can't be asked, to have any impact on the game. Winks has always had weeks to prepare for these games. That he practically must know weeks ahead of time, what games will be selected for, and he still can't seem to find the concentration, the ability, or even within himself to be able to inspire anything. So Dark Sun G, it's not a coincidence anymore at this stage.
No, it's not. It's not. Faz Radfar, big up yourself, Dark Sun G as well. Faz Radfar says, buy yourself a point. On me, guys. Let's focus on next match. It's like a long weekend. Look, it is going to be a long weekend. Hard to focus on the next match now. I'm just pissed off.
It's a good comment, John. It's a good comment. Very nice of you, John.
Man. I'll definitely get a point there, Faz. Big yourself up, my man. I really.
Oh, sorry, Faz. Sorry, yeah, Faz. My apologies, Faz. Absolute legend, Faz. Absolute legend. Do appreciate you.
Yeah, no, big up, Fazzy. Tin Man 007, only one person to blame, guys, and that's Nuno. Can you imagine if Jose was managing today? He would have been crucified. So negative today. Shocking. Philip, what's your opinions?
Yeah, today was probably the first test. Now, Crystal Palace away is always a tough game for us. The last two matches have been one each, and we've struggled to get a point out of those matches. Today was the first big test he's had coming off the international break, minus a few players that would normally have started, and I'm afraid he failed.
Yeah,
like I'm not going to overall judge him on this one particular game, but he had a chance to change things there today, bringing on Hill, moving things around a wee bit. He didn't do it. He just seemed to sit there on the bench completely bemused, didn't seem to know what to do.
Yeah,
he was like a rabbit in the headlights.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
It just didn't work out for him.
Couldn't agree more. Philip, big yourself up, my man.
Tin Man legend.
I think that was the missus trying to bring you in a bit of lunch to calm you down, Philip.
No, I think she wants me to go pack a few more boxes.
Lovely.
I'm moving house on Monday.
Yeah, look, I'm giving you the excuse anyway for as long as I can. I'm getting you out of it. So look, we're here to help. Jerome says we needed Delhi behind the front three and Gill on the wing. Then get Winks off because he is not good enough. So is and Ben Davies. What would you say to this, Jack, by Jerome?
Just want to say to all the Australians, to all the New Zealanders as well, they've been absolutely legends today, David. Really, really, really generous. And maybe it's because of that game time that they've had today, a bit more towards theirs. I think it's 8:30, 9:30, kickoff for them. So honestly, all the Aussies and everybody, we really do appreciate you. Of course, this has been the worst circumstances for me to give you my appreciation, but we do appreciate you. You guys have been absolute legends in the chat. Everybody in the chat today has been absolute legends, blowing it up. The whole time. Honestly, David and I had no idea it would, turn out this way for the watch long. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So Jerome,
in here.
Jerome, we just really do appreciate you. And as well as obviously William Kelly, really do appreciate you. But all the Aussies have been absolute legends today. I just have to say that before I forget. And he said we needed Delhi behind the front three and Hill on the wing, then get Winks off because he's not good enough. So is Ben Davies. Yeah, like I said again, Winks off, Ben Davies. It's just not a coincidence. The moment these guys are in the pitch, it just seems like we're destined to lose. And honestly, Delhi needed to be pulled off maybe 60th minute, I would say. He probably could have been given 15 minutes to make a difference in the second half. The fact that he was given the full 90, I think, is actually quite sad and also very despicable.
Yeah. Big up, Jerome. I couldn't agree more. Look, I'm sick, like I keep saying with some of these players, I'm absolutely sick of it. Look, anytime they come. Look, even though Winks didn't actually play bad today, let's be fair, he didn't actually play too bad today. But it's just whenever he's on the pitch, we just lose. And it's the same thing time and time again. I'm just fed up. What's the story? Says, lads, we needed at least 3 midfield players in the transfer window. It's a priority. But yet again, Levy acting the sack. Yeah, look, that's for there's a lot of debates going on about that at the minute. Look, I'm not even blaming this one on the transfer window. I'm just blaming it on the players. It's the same thing keeps happening.
Paratici. I wonder where Paratici was for this one. I mean, honestly, Steve Hitchen must have like either a black eye or a bruised shoulder or something because Paratici must be absolutely livid. Absolutely livid. He probably thought he could get away with, keeping some of these players, till January and move them on. Now he's probably regretting all of it. He probably just thought he could have just paid off their contracts himself.
Yeah, 100%. And everyone, there is 320 people watching right now. This is the Owlad. He is a bit unwell. He's very unwell at the minute. So, guys, make sure you show him some love in the chat here, guys. Wish him some well wishes. Look, I feel like a bit like AFTV here at the minute. We are going to have to start flying through some of these super chats. We are way behind. Paul Markey says, with Donkey Brain Winks on the in the squad, we'll go nowhere. Couldn't agree more. I say it time and time again. And it's not even hating on the poor lad, but I said this yesterday. If he plays in there tomorrow, we're in big, big trouble. And I said it against the Packers game. It's just, look, I don't know what it is. But I'm more pissed off with Ben Davies today, if I'm honest with you. I'm just absolutely fuming with Ben Davies. It's just not good enough anymore. It really
is a donkey brain. Absolutely, Paul. I love that. I'm going to start using that. Paul. Thank you.
Big up, Paul Markey. Really appreciate it. Let me see where we're at next. Jesus Christ. There's loads in here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, we are way behind. And we'll start getting others up. Big up, Paul Markey. Really appreciate it. If I have missed any, guys, just let me know in the comments and I will get I will read it out what it was. Just put it in the comments and let me know it was a super chat. I don't think I've missed any, but just let me know if I have. Actually, no, I think I have. William Kelly says, guys, I'm really worried with this manager, guys. The Wolves match poor, the Watford match poor. And today, absolutely poor. No creativity. Even when we have Son And Stevie. Philip, look, what's your thoughts on the creativity here, like William Kelly said?
What creativity? There wasn't any. Absolutely zip. Nothing.
Would it have come from Sonny or Stevie, like he's saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, let's try and be a bit positive here. If we'd had Romero at the back, if we had maybe Lo Celso in midfield, if we had Sonny up front today, possibly that result would have changed. Yeah, because those guys will bring a different attitude to the game than Winks and Davis. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to blame Davis. He's a sixth choice centre back. He came on when he had to come on because there was no one else to cover in defence. And okay, he gave away the penalty. Maybe his hand was in the wrong position. But let's face it, he'll not be playing again if those guys are fit or back from Croatia or wherever they are at the moment. So, I'm going to say that the creativity part of it, this is where Brian Hill might have done something, at least bombing down the wing. I mean, Zaha, look what Zaha was doing down the left every time he got the ball.
Yeah.
Hill should have been doing that for us. But how can he do it when he's sitting on the bench? We're 2-0 down. We're not going to win the match. Bring him on, then try and change things around, get a goal, get a bit of confidence going.
Right.
Yeah.
But there was absolutely, I mean, that was a beaten team the minute that penalty went in. Absolutely gone.
Yeah. It was, and it's like last season. As soon as the goal goes in, head down, no bollocks, no cojones, and I'm fed up with it. I couldn't agree more. Big up.
Let's face it, lads. We could be sitting here next weekend having a worse chat than this.
Yeah. Especially, look, I'm not even confident going into the Rennes game, I'll be honest with you. So it could be a very bad week for Tottenham. But big old William Kelly, really appreciate the support. Really appreciate the big super chat there, my man. Paranormal Yido Jack says, it's about time, lads, to recognise that we will never win a trophy with Delhi on the field. What would you say to Paranormal Yido, Jacko?
Is Delhi the one holding us back from a trophy? I think there are a lot of other players on my list ahead of Delhi that are probably holding us back from a trophy, Paranormal Yido, but great name, by the way. But as well, I would say Delhi hasn't necessarily proved too much to me this season, apart from the defensive aspect. He's definitely shown that he can, lift the weights. He's definitely shown that he can improve his, stamina, his fitness, his defensive grit, his, a bit of that, dirty Delhi has even come back in terms of, the tackles and whatnot. But it just seems like the offensive, creative genius Delhi that we used to know is just gone. It doesn't exist anymore.
I want to know where they go on, so I couldn't say no.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. But big up Paranormal Yido. Really, really appreciate the support. Guys, it's absolutely hopping here right now. A lot of angry Spurs fans. Look, if you want to make yourself feel a bit better or make me and Jack feel a bit better, make sure you do smash the like on the stream, guys. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you're new. Get there, we have a lot of content for everybody throughout the whole week. Debates, previews, reviews, the whole shebang. We do it here. Stats with Jack, where we have a tactical board, give you tactical breakdowns and everything else. We have a new show with our man Philip here coming up as well, coming out, and then we do everything. So just make sure you smash that subscribe button. And I'm sorry, guys, but the chat is absolutely hot right now. It's redder than AFTV, to be honest with you, right now, guys. Look, make sure if you want to skip the queue, get your super chats in. They're absolutely pinging in. I will try and get everyone else's comments up, believe me, but it's so hard when you have this many people watching. But look, we're going to keep moving on. We're going to keep moving through them. Guys, I'm just going to keep pinging one each to you and give your thoughts on them. So this one goes to Philip, or me even. D-Trex Kane, David, I love your passion and support, but Nuno is crap. Sorry, Roden was amazing. Ali is trash. And this game needed Gill. Last team Kane. I don't know what to say. Look, we will get on to Kane because I do want to speak to the boys about Harry Kane. I will get on to that shortly. Look, first of all, thank you for loving the passion. Look, I appreciate it. Look, the support for Nuno. Yeah, look, I'm still going to support him. I'm still going to see what he can do. I don't want to just keep throwing managers on the bus while some of these players because when I keep seeing the same thing and keep seeing some of these same players feature and the same results keep happening, I don't want to keep blaming the manager. Because for me, like no matter who the manager is, and it's proven, it's been under Nuno, it's been under Poch, it's been under Mason, and it's 4 different managers now, and under Mourinho. So like when these same things keep happening with these same players, I just find it hard to keep getting the manager. Look, the lack of creativity is on the manager. Not bringing on Brian Gill when he should have, or even starting Brian Gill is on the manager. Even starting Davies or starting Harry Winks is on the manager. Because he should know. Everything else is on the manager. But look, some of these players do have to take blame too. But big up. Look, and Kane was absolutely useless there. I'm pissed off with him. Look, I've been one of his biggest backers, but today was the time for him to dig deep, bail out the team, help out, and he's done absolutely fuck all. He didn't even drop deep to try and get on the ball and bring himself into the game. But look, we will get on to the Harry Kane one. We just keep flying through these. Philip Darksong G says, if Son and Stevie are ready for Chelsea, my lineup would be Galini, Royal, Rodon, Sanchez, Romero, Reggie, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Skip, Son, Gill, Stevie. A 5-3-2 formation. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, a bit radical that. No Kane, no Lloris. Too many changes. I mean, I know where he's coming from there, but there's too many changes there to effectively go against Chelsea. You can't change the team wholesale, you know. I think, I certainly would. If the thing about it is, Romero and these guys are only coming back on Friday, and we don't know what sort of shape they're going to be in. I mean,
well, apparently they're working with a Tottenham fitness coach over in Croatia. I don't know how true it is.
Well, they could be on the beach either, you know.
Yeah.
Let's take it that they are fit. Okay, I would play Romero. He's a must, because let's face it, we're not going to have Dyer next week, not by the look of his injury.
No.
We can't have Tanganga because he's injured. He's going to be suspended. Who else have we got?
It would be Rodon, Sanchez, or
Rodon
Romero.
and Sanchez would probably be better. Rodon, Sanchez, or Romero, Sanchez.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and to be honest, I would leave Rodon in because he did nothing today to dent his.
No.
You know, he's one of the few players that came out of there that could hold his head up high.
That's true. That's a very good point. And look, that's why we love having you on. It's the points like that we love.
Good point.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's. I mean, I know I take the criticism of some of the players. I mean, like as you said, Winks playing today. If we played Hill in that, or played some, maybe even left Dele Alli on the bench and brought Hill on, we might have had a bit more positivity going forward, you know.
Yeah.
But it was staggering. I'll tell you one thing that you mentioned, and this is the only thing I'm going to say about Harry Kane until you get talking about him generally. Jermaine Genius, who actually got on my nerves today with some of his comments, but he did say at the end of the first half that Harry Kane wasn't bawling out people and shouting at them for not doing things like he normally did.
Yeah,
as you said, he wasn't dropping back. So that's a huge thing gone from our team performances of last season. You know, where Harry was bawling everybody and getting things running. He didn't do it today. And that's as much I'll say about it, because
that's
why I say his mind is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
No, that's a good observation, Philip. Fair play. That's a great observation. And again, it's another point why we love having you on, my man. Big yourself up. Darkson G, really appreciate the support. You're a top man. I hope you're enjoying the watch along. This was all for you, my man. This was all for you. Kane, the long shot, Jack says, good news, lads. It can't get much worse as far as performances go. Chin up and let's get ready for the next.
Kane the long shot and Faz Radfar have definitely made my spirits lift at least a little bit. You know, Faz Radfar, also really do appreciate your kind of, positive outlook comment, and just saying, listen, it's going to be a long, painful weekend, but, let's just get through it together, lads. But Kane the long shot, more or less saying kind of the same thing, just saying, can't get much more painful than this, especially with the players selected, as well with the Davies, the way that he, went about today. It just can't be more painful to watch. Odsonne Edouard, scoring a brace on his debut as well. It can't get more painful than this. Kane the long shot.
2 touches, 2 goals. Jesus.
I agree with you, Mr. Longshot. So I don't, even if it were 4-0, I feel like even the way that all those goals were conceded can't get much more painful than that. It really can't. Yeah. And so I do agree with you. This is probably the worst it can get. And honestly, the support that we're being given, David, and honestly, the positivity as well, and this from people like Kane the long shot do actually help a lot. But I do feel like everybody's absolutely livid and full of frustration. That is also completely valid. And he just says chin up and ready for the next one. I'm going to keep my chin up probably starting Monday, Kane. I'm going to be a little sulking probably tomorrow as well. But Monday, believe me, I'll be a new man.
Yeah, look, I'll be the same. Look, my weekend's ruined, I'll be honest with you. So for me now, it's just all about Monday. Monday, come out a new man, positive vibes, and look forward for the week. But for the weekend, I'm going to be crying like a 2-year-old baby, that's for sure. Big up, Kane the long shot. Really appreciate the support, my man. Absolute legend. Philip Darksong G says, don't you love how Davies is known as Mr. Anonymous, but today he's Mr. I'm right there. The handball was OMG. You know, what position is Amoli?
Is it what? Oh yeah, I don't know who the Amoli fella is. I've never heard of him before, to be honest.
He's a youngster. I think he is actually a centre back, I think, believe it or not.
You know, today wasn't the day to throw him in.
No.
Yeah, Davis did look like he was putting his hand out to shake hands with one of the Palace players. All right, when the ball.
What was he doing, Philip?
You know, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But you know, yeah, I'm going to order me tin hat on Monday and hope it's delivered by Sunday because we're going to need it.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Look, Dark Sun G, yeah, Mr. Anonymous to Mr. I'm right here. Let's give away penalties. I'm fed up with it, but big up, Dark Sun G.
Mr. Nightmare. Now it's Mr. Nightmare. It's Mr. Nightmare, or what is it? Like Mr. Negative Impact. I don't know what you call it. Like Mr. Yeah, I don't even know. Just unbelievable, Dark Sun G. Mr. Anonymous is now being too kind to him, like we were with Harry Stinks, you know, and what else did we call him before? Mr. Passion. These are starting to become way too nice of nicknames, I would say, Dark Sun G, becoming way too kind. So we're going to need a new one for Ben Davies. Just need a new one. Just need a new one. Mr. Anonymous doesn't apply anymore. Doesn't apply. So Dark Sun G, hopefully to come up with some ideas from you.
They write the Mr. Men books for the kids. Remember those little Mr. Men books? Yeah. There could be a whole new series brought out with the Spurs team featuring on it.
Yeah, 100%. You know, don't say that, Philip. Levy be putting it up on the Spurs website for Christmas stocking fillers. Don't be saying that, my man. You know, you're giving them ideas. But it is a good one. I do like that. Ben Kim says, a rough way to start the weekend. I wasn't sure why Gill didn't start the match. Team lacks creativity. I think we only had one shot at all game. Look, it's a shit start to the weekend. It's ruined by 2:30 on a Tuesday or on a Saturday. Absolutely shocking. Look, I don't know why he didn't start Gill. I haven't a clue. For me, look, it kind of screwed him over today. Hopefully Nuno learns from that. Team lacks creativity. That's true. It does. No creativity in it whatsoever. And I think we only had one shot all game, which again is facts. It's just shocking. One shot against Palace. At least the 1-1 last year. Guaita had to pull off world-class save after world-class save after world-class save. This one, he could have been sitting in the stands and he still wouldn't have conceded a goal. Absolutely shocking. But big up Ben Kim. Really appreciate it.
Big up Ben Kim. Big yourself up,
really
Ben Kim.
Super chat. We have Catman Jess Jack. This one's, I'm going to let you take this one and the next one. But Catman Jazz says, big up, Philip. So we'll give this one to Philip, because he says, big up, Philip. Can't wait for you and your and Ellie show, your legends.
Yeah, that should be going out maybe the week after next, the first of them. There'll be at least 4 shows, I think. Yeah, it's going to be good. We're kind of getting the content together now, and there'll be a lot of stuff about Spurs that maybe the younger fans or the newer fans mightn't just know about. Together with profiles of players who from the past who went on to other things. So keep your eye out for it. And there's a few little quirky things coming up now, which I think will surprise you.
No, there is. There's definitely a couple of things that, surprise me. So, guys, you're going to be very shocked. Philip, of course, comes up with these things that, look, I grew up reading Tottenham history books and never remember seeing this. I have a big book on North London derbies and all that sort of stuff, and never seen this in it either. So it's a good.
If you need to pick me up, that's the show. If you need to pick me up, I would say that's going to be the show. It's a good history lesson and everything else. If it comes
after the Chelsea match, we might need it.
We'll leave it another week until we start winning, I think. Yeah. But Paranormal Yiddle says, thanks for reading the super chat, man. We read all super chats. Don't worry about that. We give it a good discussion as well. Jack Ganesh Prabhu says, Ganesh Prabhu says, Chelsea got a man down against Liverpool. They didn't even flinch. We go 3 down against Palace. Not good enough. No fight, no heart.
Ganesh, that's a good point. I do think that's a good point. Probably a lot of people would agree with you, Ganesh, but I would say maybe kind of to counteract that, though, I would say Chelsea absolutely have much better squad depth than we do. And they definitely have a much better, even from the starting 11 that they picked against Liverpool, is definitely superior to ours. We definitely dug our own grave the way that we built our team today, Ganesh. So I would say that might be the big difference between us and Chelsea. But I do kind of agree with you. Chelsea, the moment they went down a man, it sounded like they had a plan. It sounded like they knew what to do even when they went down a man, like they had trained for it before as well. Honestly, I think there's a huge difference between us and Chelsea. I'm not surprised, though. I think we all knew that. But I do think that's a really good point, Ganesh, that clearly Chelsea knew what to do when they went down a man, and clearly we don't. And as well, though, we also don't have the squad to be able to make any impacts when we are hurt like this as well. Yeah. So Ganesh, I think you're spot on.
Big up, Ganesh. Really do appreciate the support, my man. Top man, what a legend. And I hope you enjoy Jack's answers on that. Philip, look, I believe you have to go, my man. So big yourself up. Really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, listen, pity it's not in happier circumstances, but sure, we'll have better days than this.
I do want to have that Kane conversation with you, so don't worry, we will have that conversation.
Yeah, I'm sorry, lads. I just have something I have to be at now at 3:00, so I have to go.
All right. No worries. Look, I appreciate it, Philip. Top man.
Okay, see you, lads. All the best.
Legend, Phil.
See you, Philip. What an absolute legend. What an absolute legend. Big up, Philip. But Jack, we're still pacing through Super Chats here, so we'll keep going.
Everybody in the Harris Army, I just got to do this because David has absolutely been killing it tonight. You know, he's been a fantastic host for us. Honestly, the energy that's been shown from David has been unbelievable. Please, 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 if you're new to this channel, if you're kind of new to these faces right here, please drop a subscribe, drop the Irish People's Elbow on that big red button down below, and just continue to join us for maybe a future watch along later. Stats with Jack, which are the big previews for all of our games where we break down all the stats of every team. You know, also some big debate shows that we have on Wednesdays as well, but plenty of content here if you're new to this channel. So please, please drop the people's elbow on it.
No, do. Big up, Jacko. So look, me and you will take one each show as we get through them, Jacko. Sure. Kuva99 says, we're hoping Romero and Gill are going to be diamonds. But with performances like this, we'd better hope they're not vajazzles. Look, for me, I actually do think the two of them will be diamonds. We still have to get them into the team. There's positives there. Look, I think Gill will solve a lot of creative problems if you put him in a cam. Put him in the cam, let him have that free floater role. I do think and he will solve a lot of problems. Unfortunately, drop Dele Alli, drop Winks, put Skip and Højbjerg as your two DMs, and put Gill in the floating role. I think it will solve a lot of problems. But he's not even been given the chance. I couldn't believe he wasn't given the chance today. But look, no, I do think they will work out good signings. But big up, Kuva. Really, really appreciate it, my man. I will take these last few, and then I think we'll probably look to end off. Then it's we are Tottenham TV.
Unbelievable though support by the Harris Army today. Unbelievable support by Spurs fans as well. I know we're all in the muck. I know we're all in the mud. I know we're absolutely, looking at our weekends and, just hoping for this. Even we're looking forward to Monday, like we said, after this. But everybody in the Harris Army, everybody that's a Spurs fan, we really do appreciate the support that we've been given today. It's been unbelievable. Definitely has helped plenty. It definitely has helped a lot. And as well, it only is further once Dave and I get over this kind of these feels at the moment. Once we get over it on Monday, we promise this is also extra motivation. It's all the support that we need to just continue to go at it with the content that we do every week, Dave.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's been insane, guys. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for sticking with us through this shit game today, through the shit talk we have to do after it. Unfortunately, it's not positive. But look, I hope everyone has enjoyed this watch along today. It's our first time doing one. Obviously, look, we're nowhere near experienced at doing them. We know we could do things better, but I hope everyone has enjoyed it. But look, Crocodoc says here, Jack, can we talk about Hugo's crap distribution that got Dyer injured?
Crocodocs, I'm with you. I mean, I was trying to stay positive, especially in the beginning of the game, when Hugo did that, but I was absolutely livid. I don't know what was going through his head. Maybe it really just slipped, or something, but he threw it like 10 yards in front of Eric Dyer. It's just actually scary, and it got Dyer hurt. Even David pointed out that Dyer cleared it and even made a beautiful pass to Reguilon actually by doing it, and that even hurt himself. And I think the reason he actually got hurt is also because Hugo caused Ayew to put practically a 2-footed challenge into Dyer as well. So Hugo should be probably paying for Dyer's medical bills for tonight. You should probably buy him, maybe something, to snack on as well, maybe something to drink as well, because Dyer, I think, would have had a much better performance defensively than obviously Ben Davies. Hugo, you might say, like, I don't want to, attribute any of this to Hugo, but I would say by taking Eric Dyer out of this game, and I can't believe I'm saying it, it really did hurt us. It actually forced Nuno to make decisions like, bringing on the likes of probably Ben Davies later, when maybe that substitution for Ben Davies could have instead have been, Joe Rodon, where we had to put Joe Rodon in right away. It'd been nicer if maybe Eric Dyer stayed on the pitch. So Hugo's distribution was absolutely awful. And there was even a moment when he mishit a goal kick and hit it right to James McArthur. I think his distribution was probably the worst we've seen this season. Definitely agree, Crocodocs.
Absolutely shocking, Crocodocs. Shocking. Look, he owes Eric Dyer a bottle of wine and, maybe a trip to the massage parlor or whatever else happens there. But look, he definitely owes him something. But big up, Crocodocs. Really appreciate the support, my man. Nothing more I can add to that. Jack,
Sean, I know the club pays medical bills, Sean. It's just a bit of a joke, right? Thank Hugo. Honestly, the club, it's kind of like tax dollars, Sean. It's like the club shouldn't even have to pay for those medical bills. It really should be Hugo. It should be taken out of his wages, if you ask me.
Definitely should be. A Glaze in the house. Big up, Ellie. I hope things are well. Davy's name should be Dunsey. Yeah, definitely should be. What's the story? Says, thank God I don't live in Croydon anymore. I would never live this one down. Yeah, me and you both, our lad. Me and you both. It's a shocking one. This one hurts. This one hurts. It's so sad. We have a lot of new faces here. We have Jaywalk Kim. We have Jakob Freeman. RDR fan. Guys, make sure you do smash the subscribe button on the channel, guys, if you are new. William Kelly Jack says, I can't even sleep. I'm sick after that.
I'm sick as well. Believe me, I'm like Dark Sun G, where, even before games like this, it was really early my time, so I don't usually eat breakfast that early, but it's hard to even want to know how to eat after this. I'm telling you, Dave, like you kind of just want to go straight to the pints. It really is like that. And so, William, really, I hope you got something, to help you, maybe a bit of a seltzer, something to calm down the stomach or whatever, because honestly, William, or maybe just something to help you go to sleep, because really, it's tough, William. And as well, I know it's already late your time, so that must suck, actually, David, to have to go to bed to something like this. I probably wouldn't be able to fall asleep. I'm with him. I wouldn't be able to fall asleep. It's actually, in a way, I have a full day to think about this, whereas William Kelly has to go to bed to it, and that's just
this one is just hurting, Jack. It's hurting. This is killing me. I'm not going to lie. It's absolutely killing me. James McKevitt says, save a few dollars, William, for a pint. 100%, William. Say, you definitely need a few pints.
William, you need something to say for yourself. Something to say for yourself to help you go to sleep. Whatever you need, William. Believe me, save a bit for yourself. But William, as always, true legend. And always, William, we really do appreciate the support from Dark Sun G to William to everyone. And also all the new faces, Tim Man 007, all the new people that have been donating today as well. Absolute legends. We all really do appreciate you guys. It's not the best of circumstances, but we do appreciate, just the camaraderie that people are showing.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, and they're still flying in now. So we have to kill up. We're trying to go as fast as we can. Can't go any faster. It's madness. Colin Lumsden says he's just a new channel member. Big up, Colin Lumsden, and I hope to see you Monday for the fan show. I want to see you on. I'm taking names of all the people that are joining during the week, and I'm calling them out because I want them on. So big up, Colin Lumsden. Really appreciate it, my man. A top man. We have Dark Sun G says,
thank you, Dark Sun G.
Mr. Catastrophe or Mr. Malfunction or Mr. Whose side are you on? Those three are perfect from. I'll be honest with you. I really like Mr. Catastrophe, Jack, or Mr. Malfunction. What's your favorite?
Mr. Catastrophe. It's Mr. Catastrophe. Maybe Dark Sun G. Also, Dark Sun G. I absolutely love and adore you for doing that. He just is already on the case, David. I asked him, Dark Sun G, I need new nicknames because these aren't working for me anymore. He said, Jack, don't worry, I'm right on it. I already had some prepared. Dark Sun G. You are such a legend. You are such a legend, Dark Sun G. I absolutely love you, Dark Sun G. I'm going to go with Mr. Catastrophe, Dark Sun G for now. I'm going to come up with a new one later for next time we see you, Dark Sun G, and I'll let you know what you think of mine. But for right now, Mr. Catastrophe just sounds perfect.
Yeah, it is. It's brilliant. And the Owlad says, Ellie and Philip are going on the road together. They definitely are. Owlad, why don't you join them? You should be on with them. I'm trying my best to get you on. You keep saying no, but I will get you. D-Trex Kane says, not good from Royal and Regulon. Isn't a good left back. Look, two of them was shocking today. Look, I don't think Emerson had a good debut. I don't think Regulon played well either. It's just a bad day all around. It's a bad day at the office. And look,
was the Emerson, would you say, the worst of the defenders, maybe?
No, I think you can't get worse than Ben Davies. What Ben Davies done when he came on. Yeah. So look, I don't think. Look, Emerson definitely didn't cover himself in glory anyway. That's for sure, Jack. It was
no.
It was poor. It was poor from Emerson, I have to say. Yeah. I do expect a lot better from him. 30 million. I expect so much better.
Big up
again. Really appreciate the support. Colin Lumsden, Jack, do you know what the sticker is?
Yeah, just take a look at it, Dave. Yeah, just a moment.
Go and find these stickers. They don't pop up here for me.
No, they don't pop up on StreamYard, Dave. So that's why I just go to the stream just so we can let the Harris Army know. It says KO, Dave. It's a rhino, and he's doing an upper punch, and it's a KO. It's a KO. Yeah. So honestly, Colin Lumsden, that's probably how I feel. I feel like I was knocked out by a rhino, not even an eagle. I felt like, a rhino came in and just absolutely knocked me out. I'm in the feels. That's all I'll say, Colin. I'm in my feels. David is honestly struggling as well. I can tell it is hard, but the support we've been given has definitely made it a whole lot easier. But we also do appreciate the support that you're giving each other. It's been unbelievable.
Yeah, no, look, and hopefully we'll be providing a bit more support later on. Look, let us know, do you want us to go live at 9:30, or do you want to just forget about it and enjoy the weekend? Let us know in the comments before we do end off. If you feel like you need more support in that, look, we'll do another one at 9:30 tonight, guys. We do have big up Colin Lumsden. I really appreciate the super sticker, my man. I really, really do appreciate the super sticker. It's just a hard one to get over. But Colin, like I said, I do want to see you Monday on the fan show, my man. I always see you popping in and out. Nice to see you as a channel member and that. Thank you for the super sticker and that. I appreciate it, my man. But I do want to see you on the fan show. Brian C, absolute legend. Wow, Brian C, I really, really do appreciate it. Top man. You're too kind. Says, just a note of appreciation for you guys. This is a game best forgotten so long as lessons are learned from it. Big up yourself, lads. Better days ahead. Win or lose. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, no, look, always win or lose. Come on, you Spurs, Brian. I couldn't agree more. Look, you know me. I'm going to suck like a baby for the weekend. Come Monday, I'll dust myself down, pick myself up, and we go again for the week, and I'll be as cocky as ever for the next week, believe me. But I agree with you. Look, we have to take lessons from this and learn from it. But
positivity. Sorry, Dave, yeah.
No, go on, Jacko.
I was just going to say the positivity even had here. It says win or learn, Dave. Every loss, every time we have moments like this, hopefully it's a learning moment for us. Hopefully, all the players realize, what they did wrong. Hopefully Nuno is absolutely, gutting himself, for the way he selected the team, the way he set up the boys as well. I just hope everybody just takes this as a huge learning moment. Even, I would say even from a stats with Jack perspective, it's even a learning moment for me, the ways that, we probably could have, dissected maybe Crystal Palace, who's to know, we could have maybe found out, how they would have set up. But to be honest, I would say it was a bit accurate for how, they played today. The way we, spoke about how Crystal Palace would play. We just kind of underestimated maybe them, David, in our stats with Jack. We didn't think that they would be able to create these chances, but they definitely did. And I do hope it's just a huge learning moment for us. But right, Brian, I do appreciate the support as always. Brian, you've been such a legend to us. He just pops in like this, David, and just absolutely just drops us with something like this. And you, Brian, really do make a guy feel a lot better about a horrible day like this. I'll tell you that.
Look, Chris always pops in. He rocks our socks off, and then, you don't see him then for another week or two. I absolutely love it. Brian, like I keep saying to you, man, look, I will get a watch-along up and running for Irish supporters. Believe me, as soon as all this stuff in the world is over and done with, I will get it all organised and, get one going. Don't worry about that. And look, there is definitely better days ahead. Good optimism, good positivity. I love it. Look, just take it today. It's a hard one. We have to suck it up. We have to take it, and we just have to move forward. It's all we can do. Look, we can sit here and talk about it before the weekend, but that's as long as I'm listening to it. After the weekend, I'm moving on, and I'm moving on to the next games. I'm willing to sit here, debate, and everything else for the weekend, but after the weekend, I'm not talking about this because I'm not messing. This cuts deep. It's hard.
No, it does.
It's
Monday's
hard.
The clean slate, Dave. We're going to be beating ourselves up for it for probably well more than, a day. But Monday, I'm just going to be putting on a new face practically and just forgetting about it, really just forgetting about it. But Brian C, I love that. Win or learn, win or learn.
Yeah.
I do love that.
I think that might have to be the motto of the channel, Jack. What do you think? Win or learn? I think
well, Dave, we're always trying to get better. We're always trying to get better, Dave. So maybe that's, when we have our victories, we do pat ourselves on the shoulder, but we also are trying to learn at the same time and only get better, Dave. So I absolutely love that, Brian C. That should be the channel motto.
Yeah, we're going to make that the channel motto, Brian. Big yourself up, win or learn. That's the channel motto. I absolutely love it. And Emily Dunn says, fair play, lads. Stream was great. You guys did great. No, look, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Look, we just some people are asking for it. So he said, look, we have to deliver. We have to give them a little home to come to, the ones that want it. So look, I hope everyone has enjoyed it. It's a tough one to do when you're losing. I'm not going to lie. It's a tough one to do when you're losing. But big up, Emily. Really appreciate the support. We'll run through a couple more comments here, and then I think we will end it off. So guys, look, while we run through some of these comments, if you have enjoyed it, make sure you do smash that like on the stream. Make sure you do smash that subscribe on the channel as well. And look, if you want, feel free to donate a super chat. But look, we have Alan Batta Smith. Look, I get you're angry with Højbjerg. I get it. He was poor today, but look, he's not the one to be taking the anger out, and that's what I would say.
Yeah, that's the last of my list. I think he was just more anonymous than he was even hurting us, David. Compared to other players that were actually, I think, deliberately hurting us, I would say Højbjerg is just a bit more anonymous.
Yeah, 100%. Victor HM says, if that's the motto on the channel, then Ben Davies is Einstein. John Fitzpatrick is saying, where's Marcelo? Boys, look, Marcelo, man, he's working flat out lately. He's finding it very hard to get on some of the channels because he is working so hard. But look, he has assured me he will get on whenever he can. Don't worry about that. Whether you're watching alongs here or on Matty Hayes' channel, Marcelo will be there for the Chelsea and the Arsenal game. There's no way he's missing them. I can assure you that, Johnny boy. Chris Mistopoulos says, this performance was actually worse than any match under Ryan Mason. Couldn't agree more. Derek Hutchinson, LA Davis and Winks out. Yeah, couldn't agree more. We have Manza, says we still have one more sub to use, lad. Yeah, we might use it Monday morning. Who knows? The only sub we're using is getting a Subway. Terry Wright, big up, gents. Big yourself up, my man. I appreciate it. Sean Snow says, in fact, I just got texted by Fagel, lad. Risky eyes, and then he sacked Jose before the final. Yeah, 100%. Let's see what else we have here. Who else have we got? What's the story? Says, on a lighter note, Levy is a sack. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I don't need to look. Don't get me started on that guy. Aglea Kakarata says, if I see any gooners coming my way, I'm going to have to hide. That performance was nothing short of shameful. Yeah, no, look, Eddie, they're too busy, running around screaming to Edu, give us Vieira now. You know what I mean? Look, just don't even walk the other way. Just suck them one. Just suck them one right in the mouth. I'm sick of them gooners walking around the way they are. I just hate them. Give them an RKO or whatever. Just put them in a dustbin. I don't care. Just don't hold the door for them, just those kind of things, basic, just, when you normally be polite to somebody, I would just say for the Gooners this weekend, no reason, be the normally polite and lovely person that you are, Ellie. Just, maybe take a bit of that, kind of pent up frustration, maybe out on a Gooner or two. Honestly, I condone it. No, 100%. Definitely. Well, look, Jack, we are going to end it. So look, I want you to tell everybody where they can find you, my man.
Absolutely, Dave. Absolutely. Or I think we actually have one from Pete from the Lane there, Dave. A super chat.
Oh, my bad.
No problem. And then we'll get on to it.
How did I miss you, Pete? How did I miss you? Sorry, that's so disrespectful of me. So disrespectful of me. Look, you made my day. You made my day when we were over at the Lane, and you and the son wanted to come over and say hi, and I made my day, my man. It says, why did we change the formation that had worked the last 3 Premier League games? We were way too defensive today. Brian Gill should have played. I fully agree. I just don't understand why he wasn't there from the start, why he didn't come on at halftime, why he didn't come on at 50 minutes, why he didn't come on at 60 minutes, why he didn't come on at 70 minutes, and why he didn't come on at 80 minutes. I'll be honest with you. I don't get what Nuno. I don't know why Nuno was holding him back. Look, if he's holding him back for ends, okay, fair enough, but I couldn't care less. The Palace is the game in front of us. You get him on and you play him. For me, I think he'll solve a lot of creative problems. That's just my personal opinion. And look, anytime we have a chance to go top, typical Tottenham, we bottle it. But look, Jack, what's your thoughts on Pete's Super Chat here?
Pete, I think you're honestly spot on. We even said in our stats with Jack, if we went with a 4-3-3 against their 4-3-3, we're definitely going to boss them in that department. We have a much better midfield than they did, especially if we just kept it to Dele, Højbjerg, and Skippy. That definitely would have worked. So that would have been able to probably outpower maybe the other midfield as well. Then we would have been able to line up with wingers across their back line and the likes of Hill and others as well. You just do think about it. I agree with you. Pete. Actually, we had a winning formula potentially, and it just seemed like the only substitution he really needed to make, the only change he really needed to make was practically just putting in Hill, and that was the only big one that he really needed to do. And I think it would have actually worked out perfectly. It just is, I don't know. It felt like maybe he was trying that 4-3-3 to a degree at first. It just didn't actually really work that way because Dele just was nowhere to be found, to be honest, in the creative department. So Pete, I honestly agree with you. We should have just stayed with that 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 sort of formation, and then just maybe put Hill on the left and then has still kept Lucas and whatnot. Probably would have helped out Kane a lot more. But again, I don't want to give too many excuses for these players, but I think, Pete, you're spot on right there with the tactics.
Yeah, big up, Pete. Absolutely spot on. Really do appreciate it. Look, Jack, where can people find you, my man?
Everybody, listen, if they need something else, to think about, over this weekend, if you need a bit better football even to watch this weekend, head on over to flatcapeurotalk. The weekend watch list, was released on Thursday, but you can still check it out right now. It details all the games of this upcoming weekend, even right now as we speak. Some of the games will be up in a few hours or two. There will be absolute crackers of games. So everybody, head on over to flatcapeurotalk. It's in the description down below. As you can tell, we're rocking the flat caps here. It is a part of a separate army. It's tied to the Harris Army. It's almost like the maiden to the Harris Army, you might say, as well. But Flat Cap Hero Talk. There's plenty of stuff coming out. Champions League is upon us. Maybe another something else to distract you. There's lots of Champions League content coming out. Everything from also watch-alongs over there. Dave and I, be able to relax a bit more. Won't be as emotional. We'll be able to watch players like Haaland and whatnot. Maybe score a brace. The Champions League. See some good games over there. So everybody, head on over to Flat Cap Hero Talk in the description below. It's going to be a very busy week over there next week, so you can't miss it.
No, it is. It's going to be very busy on both channels next week.
As well, our Champions League group predictions are coming out Monday. There's just, I don't even want to spoil all of it. That's kind of the thing. But all I will say, guys, is believe me, I know you need the distractions. And you probably still want it to come from a Spurs fan at the end of the day. So might as well just head on over to Flat Cap Hero Talk in that description below so that we can just be able to vibe out maybe to something that, is a bit better to watch than that last game.
Yeah, 100%. Look, definitely get over there, check it out. Big week on the channel, big week on this channel as well this week, guys. Look, if you have enjoyed the watch along, make sure you do smash that like button. Make sure you do smash that subscribe button. And look, make sure you get your comments in below. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that's tuning in today. A massive thank you to the Harris Army, the Flat Cap Army, and the Dave Army. Every single one of you, the foot soldiers out there, who keep carrying these streams. These are no good without you guys. And the fact that you've come in, we were up to 300 at one stage today. Absolutely insane numbers, guys. Decent numbers for our first watch along. Thank you so much for all your support. I want to say thank you so much to everybody for the super chats. It really does help the channel. It really helps me and Jack, on our goal to try and do this full time and keep producing the content at the rate we are. But not only that, up it tenfold. Go and put out even more and more and more and more. Stopping. And, it also helps us, get the stuff that we need to be able to do it more. Look, we've already put back into the channel, but getting a computer, getting microphones, getting the tactics board and everything else. So, guys, you lot mean a lot to us, and I really, really appreciate you. But look, everybody, get yourself over to We Are Tottenham TV now for the fan show. It is live. It's been live the last while. A lot of people have already headed over. But look, the rest of you, get yourself over there. You never know. You might see me and Jack there. But look, guys, until later on, Harris Army, peace out. Keep the heads up. Bring on Rennes. We get back to winning ways. Disappointing today, but in the words of Brian C., you win or you learn. But big up. Come on, you Spurs.
Win or learn.